Hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, sorry about this. I went live kind of haphazardly, and the official Call of Duty YouTube page is just playing noise. So, so this is what's happening. These look like maps, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's like it's super irritating. Anyway, hello. I need to fix my setup here because I can't actually read the chat and see the screen. And my webcam won't turn on now. Oh no. There it goes. Hello. So they've decided to start this live stream with what is essentially noise. So, that's fun. Hi, everybody. Nice to have you. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully everything sounds okay. Can you move the Twitter thing? Yeah, sorry. Whew. That fucking, like, annoying, like, digital clicking sounds, like, really annoying. It's nice. It's good to know that you guys can hear it, too, though. Hi, Zyphane. I'm pretty good. I am up way earlier than I would like to be for how late I ended up going to bed. So, that's fun. But I woke up to some sick Xbox news, and now we get to see some Black Ops news, and so I'm excited, to say the least. A lot of good gaming stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look kind of awkwardly over at the chat for this, but whatever. What kept you up? Myself. Yeah, these look like maps. Like, obviously. Like, I'll take my webcam off. Everything on EA Play, the EA game service is coming to Game Pass, which is pretty dope. Pretty excited. Yeah. So this is a U2 spy plane? Okay. I don't know why a rock band would need a spy plane, but I think it's pretty cool. Ooh, 5 minutes. Hopefully the stream quality is good. Sometimes when these big companies, they stream, it turns into poop piss quality or crashes. So hopefully it works. Look at them curves. Thank you. Hey, Connor Hicks. Hi, everybody. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm sorry I'm not saying hi to all of you like I normally do during my streams, but, nice. Nice, Jesse. Tweet me your Twitch or your YouTube or whatever, man. Tweet it at me. I'll come and harass you, maybe. Yes, there will be a VOD, Gamer Boy. Thanks for stopping by. Boom, if you're not the main playable character in Cold War, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, this is maybe this is like an actual like sound that's like iconic to this aircraft, but I find it to be awful. Like this actually like weirdly looks realistic until you look at like these back fins right here. These back fins look like VeggieTales level CGI. Oh, I just caught something. And fit to screen. It was not fit all the way on the screen. I am so glad I caught that. So, okay, now you guys have the full picture. Do you believe in this flying spaghetti monster? As a concept. Exactly, it'll be a different gun I can bitch about in this game. That's why I'm excited for this game, guys. There will be similar yet different things for me to bitch about. And bitch I will. Why not? Don't I'm not dissing VeggieTales, I'm just saying, like, 90s VeggieTales CGI is bad. Yes, Xbox giving EA Play with Game Pass for free. I know, right? It's so sick. Oh, I should probably tweet out that I'm streaming this, huh? Because it's 2 minutes, so, like, not gonna miss anything. I could just share the stream. Fuzzy nuts! What are you doing? Donating during a reaction stream. Thank you for the $5.
The best comment I saw was Earth is flat confirmed.
Earth is flat confirmed. Did I just close the wrong thing? I did. I just closed the stream. Fuck! Sky, we're back. Found it again. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. Big poggers. Another year of MP5 meta. Don't worry, dude. Dude, Fuzzy Nuts, thank you for the donation, man. I don't usually expect donations on any, like, reaction streams like this. The one dictator. Sure am. Love you, Boom. You're so professional. So there'll be like a whole like segment for the multiplayer where you have to like control a UAV. The audio just cut out for me. Boom loves the MP5 and crossbow, no questions. I love the crossbow, Red Samurai, so there's no questions about that. So thank you for the $2. The audio keeps disappearing. Wait, I think that's only disappearing for me.
Boom loves the MP5 and crossbow. No questions.
Ignore that I did that.
Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm David.
Bondar!
Studio Design Director at Treyarch. Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every multiplayer game we make, one thing hasn't: how we start things off. This is the worldwide debut of the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer trailer.
Come on, give it to me.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
M60. War machine. Got a war machine. Uzis. Boat battles. What the fuck?
Go, go, go!
Is that literally a map with two boats across? That was my idea! Wait, what? That's my idea!
Secure the sub.
With the boats! Across from each other in zip lines! That's my idea!
Strike inbound. Evasive maneuver. Ah, shit. Soviet convoy disabled.
Whoa. Snowmobiles?
I'll drive.
Alright. Fucking tank. Alright, we got some ground war going on.
Keep pushing.
Oh.
Yo, over here.
Motorcycles? They did my thing! They did my thing! Two boats across from each other! With jet skis going between them! And zip lines! They did my idea!
You just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars: deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before. with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways.
Both.
With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events. The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable Ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books.
Okay.
We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer. Later today, you'll see them played. But here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
Wait, does every map have like its
My
own
name is
unique
Brittany
objective?
Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
I'm Kendall Snow, Associate Level Designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power.
And crashed in the deserts of Angola. With hired DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
Okay.
what I love
That's
about
cool.
Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
Because larger maps have more components, we can apply more details into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
Okay, so that objective.
I'm usually playing one of
Interesting.
2 ways. All in, full ham, dying again and again. Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's 2 different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been a big fan.
Oh, what is this?
of those
Is
quarters.
that Dylan? Is that
And there's
Dylan in
great
female
cat and
form?
mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
The crash satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up. East and West collide on the open seas in a top secret mission.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor.
The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners
That's
and
so
gunboats.
sick!
Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map
looks
that gives this
dope.
amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
A hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart of the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
So the Moscow map is set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic 3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
Huh.
January 17th, 1984. This location is heavily influenced by Miami's famous, or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive.
Nice.
This is a night map, but one unlike players have seen before.
Vaporwave the
Sneak
map.
through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
What?
Or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
You can swim in the ocean?
The first time I played through
Sick.
Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings. The little details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
Basically, my goal is to never be on the main street in the center, because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell. So I always go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
We get it, Brittany. You can't aim.
Our art and design
Damn,
teams
Brittany
worked
throwing
really hard
herself
to
under
bring
the bus.
best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
That's dope. That's what I'm most excited for, other than the boats.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and
some
secure the weapons
MI6.
before all hell breaks loose.
Soviet convoy disabled.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots-on-the-ground feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But
Oh, the
infantry combat
okay.
doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
Okay, so they have an understanding that larger maps allow for more variety.
The beaches of Miami,
Okay.
a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that required them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets ensure our upgraded, physically based renderer delivers the best looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with a true color and tone, ray tracing on systems that support it, photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system, and overhauled contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat.
200
On
viewers,
that
what's up,
note,
guys?
here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little
Give me
bit
these
about where you'll
modes.
play, but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning and they're better than ever.
Yo, why
From
do
the
you look
tried and
like
true
that?
Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the competitive game mode Control. We've taken a
Oh,
fresh
Control's
eye
coming back,
to
okay.
all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones and Domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next Hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our
Okay, so
classic
Hardpoint's
modes,
gonna be a little
we're
easier.
working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
VIP Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort.
Nice.
In Black Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic.
Thank you,
If you're
Marco.
selected as the VIP, your number one job, it's to live.
Oh,
In
okay.
this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip creative class. You're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing.
It's
The
safeguard,
mission, stay
but
alive
you're
and
the
escape the map.
objective.
To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive.
Oh, dope.
Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition.
That's fun.
Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to
Mr.
victory,
President, get down.
I stick close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment. But these battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake in Crossroads, I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing, in Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy's ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver.
Nice.
Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a 2-seater wake runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From zip lines that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is Combined Arms Domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas. On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in Combined Arms Domination.
Nice.
That's it for Deniable Operations for now. We've ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. That's really just the start of the full Deniable Ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to the arrival of new modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination, and it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your Deniable Operations. And now, I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt.
Hi, Tony.
Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies, but some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making
no
Black
way,
Ops
it's
games,
Tony
we're more
Flame.
inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. In Cold War, we're back to plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground combat, and that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our creative class and score streak system, where we're introducing
Show me
features
Gunsmith,
that bring
Mr. Flame.
unprecedented transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing. Now, innovating systems while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right, and we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort, so I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
Okay, so they got automatic healing back. I'm okay with that.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience.
All right, show me.
The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great. From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's gonna move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of a dog. We're sort of imagining all these guns as characters. That just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty. It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
Give me guns! This is what I'm excited for. This is what I'm excited for.
Let's talk about two of the most significant and impactful features of multiplayer: Create a Class and Score Streaks. Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based system. No
Okay.
longer governed by allocations or the Pick 10 system, you will always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score, and they are the only type of game content that works on a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards
time.
are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wild cards that let you do things like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments.
8
carry
attachments?
Up to 6 perks. Double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the Gunsmith.
Gunsmith, I heard that. I heard that.
Black Ops Cold War, there are more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before.
Oh, yes.
Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points, with at least 6 options per attach point. By default, you can equip 5 attachments, or 8 with the Gunfire wildcard.
It has percentages!
First time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage.
Oh my
You
god!
can now build backwards, specking out the perfect gun for results you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played.
They're gonna put Ace and Drifter out of a job if they show the percentages.
First up, we've updated score streaks so that earned score is kept through death. This change gives all players a chance to engage with score streaks, one of the most visceral and fun experiences across multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string together multiple kills before your own death, streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers.
What?
To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after it's used to pace out frequency. So, what score streaks are we talking about?
They persist?
Well, your favorites are back, but we've also got a few surprises. Score streaks in Cold War can be used in all the classic ways: to aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move in Black Ops Cold War.
So a kill streak just gives you a bonus. They're persistent? And they have a cooldown?
Covert, powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace.
Okay.
Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system. Go faster and you'll make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how fast you're moving. Lastly, we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator, and this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
Signature combat.
Okay.
It isn't just how a gun is shot, it's how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict, it's also movement. So the fluid ways in which your operators shift around the AO and carry the gear you outfit them in is just as important as the choices you give them. Choices like the overhauled Create Class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible, and they are at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. Now on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony. All right, everyone, let's talk Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now. Black Ops Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Call of Duty Warzone, continuing and expanding the blockbuster Battle Royale free-to-play experience. And it'll be a true evolution, with Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax left off narratively, but also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action. Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content. This interlinks Call of Duty in ways that evolve the Warzone experience while delivering jaw-dropping moments. So yeah, you can expect some surprises along the way. One surprise we're avoiding is the feeling of starting over. It's important to us that you can still use your characters and weapons and progression-related items, which is why investment and progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two very big games, from the beginning they've been built to work together. Your player experience is everything to us. So we're making sure Black Ops Cold War and Warzone
Right? The music's
share
so much louder
progression,
than him.
with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare. We're collaborating with our studio partners across Call of Duty to preserve continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that'll immerse you into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War. That's multiple studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. But that sense of interconnectedness, it extends beyond just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart, a connected experience. And playing together on whatever platforms you prefer only betters that experience. Cross-play and cross-progression across current and next-generation systems across all modes. That won't be easy, but it's worth it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy, no barriers between them. And with a Battle Pass system delivering a steady stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history. Vaughn, where do we go next?
Yeah,
Okay,
Miles.
pretty cool.
On the subject of platforms, we've got a very special guest, Mark from Beanox.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Beanox, we are extremely excited
Hi,
and
Beanox
proud
guy.
to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net as the lead PC developer. PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise. In addition to the major improvements we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view, we're always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings. One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms
okay.
of
So now they run
performance
it.
and latency reduction.
Okay.
For players
They weren't
who
using
prioritize
DirectX 12 before?
immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performant accelerating deep learning super sampling or DLSS, and RayFX latency optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion to improve the quality of light shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency.
Okay.
This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Van Der. Van?
We've declassified a whole lot today, and one thing is clear. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. Realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid. Feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new Creative Class and Scorestreaks systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before. And Black Ops Cold War is not only a cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game.
We know.
Now, that should be the end of our show. But this wouldn't be a Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops-style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else. A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam.
What?
This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called fire teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bomb's position around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield.
What?
Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta. I guess there's only
No, that's
one thing left
multiplayer.
to
That
do.
wasn't like Spec Ops.
Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
That was like... Huh. That was interesting. Oh, we get the trailer again? Alright. I'll let this play for people that haven't seen it. Unless it... Yeah. No zombies teaser for you guys at all. No little teaser.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO
Yeah,
has
it was multi-team, yeah.
You're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
Okay. I'm so happy they used my idea. I mean, I didn't give it to them, but it was my idea.
Go, go, go! Time to punch that top guard. Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
Good morning. Thank you, Marco. I can't pretend I'm not hyped.
Strike inbound. Evade the maneuver. Ah, shit. Soviet convoy disabled. I'll drive.
Big Papa take the war around. And that's how we go.
Keep pushing.
Damn.
No, over here.
That... Damn.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, that was that was sick. That was pretty sick. Honestly, the only thing I heard during this entire thing that sort of had me weirded out is that the kill streaks persist after death. You get a bonus if you're still alive, like if you get a bonus for actually going on a streak. But they persist after death.
Welcome to the Call of
What?
Duty Black Ops Cold War worldwide multiplayer reveal. The devs from Treyarch just gave us our first look into the details around the next generation of global combat
this?
for Cold War multiplayer. So thank you, team.
We are pumped to start showcasing all the different deniable operations and signature combat experiences they've been talking about. This right here is where we step into the awesome chaos of multiplayer, and wow, does what they've got on tap this year look good.
We're going live with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, bringing you action from dozens of top creators
Shots
and
Rage, my
CDL
idea was
pros
the boat map.
from across the planet, from their homes to our studio to you, in a way and scale we've never done before. Each one of them is about to deep dive into the game, and we'll be jumping on board with them to get you all the action from their point of view.
Right here is the place where we're giving you the goods. Core 6v6 style Black Ops modes like TDM, Kill Confirmed, and Domination.
And we're about to wreak some havoc in brand new modes like Combined Arms, which just happens to include the vehicle-fueled warfare we gave you a little taste test of earlier. This unprecedented worldwide reveal also means that you're about to get your first good look at the highly competitive VIP escort mode.
And as a bonus for everyone watching this stream, we'll also talk about how Treyarch is approaching free post-launch content for Black Ops Cold War, as well as how they've optimized multiplayer for PlayStation 5.
This sounds awesome! Are you okay? Are you ready?
Holy shit, yes, I am ready!
Let's do this!
What's up, guys? I'm Nameless, and I'm here to make sure that you guys don't miss any of the crazy moments that we have throughout the day.
Nameless.
We have some of the top streamers from around the entire world itching to play Cold War, and we're going to be kicking it off here very shortly. These guys have been streaming. These are your favorite guys playing, you know, different games that we've had over the years, and playing up some of them on the screen right now. We are going to have some of the guys that I've been loving to play with and watch over the years. Bobby Puff Gaming,
Yo, Drifter, why you look like that?
Cat Gun, Legion, you know these guys from YouTube, from Twitch, from all over the world. One of my favorites being
I don't know
Big
any of
Merc,
these people.
Noah J, Sean J Gaming, and also Marksman. I can't wait to watch these guys drop in on Armada. Symphony, Teep, Tim the Tatman, hopefully he can stay on the map, and also Try Max. It's going to be an incredible day. We also have many more, as well as some of our CDL pros. They're going to be all participating.
No exclusive
today.
ace. Should I just
now,
turn this
let's take
off?
a look at what these guys are going to be starting off with. We have 12 versus 12 combined arms
Drifter
domination
looks like this
on
zone.
Armada. This is the first map ever to be fully on water. But let's kick things off, and I'm going to throw it. Kick things off, and I'm going to throw it to Maven and Merc.
Thank you so much, Nameless. Yes, for the commentary, myself and Big Merc. How you doing, buddy?
I'm just so excited to
Remember,
be here.
guys, if
Obviously,
you don't have a
we
personality,
love revealing these
just
things,
yell.
and I cannot wait to jump into the gameplay. The trailers, they just look so darn good.
Yeah, it's like death taxes, and we know we've got a new Call of Duty every year, and I'm excited to get into this and look at all, the new modes, the new vehicles, all the stuff we're going to touch on, whether it's for the casual player, competitive player. We're going to go through all the cool features this game has. We've obviously had some eyes on with it, seen some of the players playing it, looked at some of the internal stuff, and it's just really cool, like the passion and excitement.
Ace,
well, you saw from
Ace
all
was
the
in the
devs,
leaked
everybody's
gameplay.
ready to get this game out there for people to play.
Yeah, just so many new things that we're going to be taking a look at. Just so many new features. As Nameless was saying, this map entirely on water. There's vehicles you can take around the map. You can play on the boats. There's going to be 5
That looks so fucking
zones.
fun.
It's first to 400. And, well, there's just so many different ways to play the map.
All right, so what,
That
kicking it
looks
off
so-
with Noah J, the Easter egg man himself. He has been popping off lately. It's awesome to see his success, and obviously a very talented Call of Duty player in his own right. We'll see if he can hit with the sniper. Just taking a look at our good buddy Mud Dog's in there, Jericho, Teep. You've got a full laundry list of just popular streamers going off as Noah J hitting shots.
And just right away, you look at this map, you look at this gameplay, and
I don't know
doesn't
why
it just look like Treyarch? The color palette pops out. You have so many different attachments that we're going to be going with. You see the kill feed. You have the traditional Black Ops mini map.
Man, I just love Treyarch.
Is it supposed to be like sped up and stopping and starting like that?
When you
I don't
took a
think
look
so.
at the new title coming out this year, but
is it mine?
But no, as you'll see in
No, it's
pubs
on their
more
end.
often than not, he's set up in a power position, snipe in hand, just looking to drop numbers.
Oh God,
but,
guys, safe
yeah, I mean,
spaces.
he's been around for so
He's
long,
camping.
with every
Noah
dev,
J's
every
camping,
title,
everybody.
he's experienced everything
Noah
Call
J's
of Duty
camping.
has to offer, but yeah, it's,
Okay, so you get a massive like score bonus for a streak. That was crazy amount of score that just showed up on his screen.
I believe that was a attack chopper in, as he is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean, his first clip.
Guys,
when he
he's
first
camping
tweeted out,
with
I was
the
watching it as you
camping
guys were
rifle.
introing it. You know, we're going through the
This
devs.
is so
He
nice
goes,
on a different.
"Sniping is
This is my
great." You know,
idea.
so excited.
Hook,
You see
line,
the
and
zip
fucking
line coming
sinker.
through
It's
from
my
ship
idea.
to
I'm so
ship.
happy.
It just looks so smooth. Chaos. In
It's
the air,
just
the attack
boats
choppers going
with
down,
water.
with a slight little lead.
Wet, slippery,
Let's see if he can keep
succulent
going.
water.
It's been one heck of a life for him.
This is such a cool map.
You know how much he loves to operate with that sniper in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, this is combined arms.
Yeah, it looks like he has a
combination,
foregrip on his
12v12.
L96.
And we're going to be showing a wide range of stuff today, right? We're going to have
That's
some
kinda
6v6, 12v12, showing different maps, from your 3-lane maps to your more open kind of sandbox maps as well. There's something
They need
for
to get, like,
every
a better
player in
hold
this
on their
title, and,
streaming
we'll
stuff because
progress
it
through
keeps
that
starting
over the
and
course of
stopping.
the next 2 hours or so, but just exciting to see the new twists on gameplay that Treyarch have to provide. Obviously, we love
Are they not
working with
seeing
them.
this when they're streaming
The
it?
gameplay
Because
they've
like
come up with throughout their cycles has just been
it's like a slideshow.
Yeah, and something to notice today when we're going through domination, something that's
I'm
a little
so
bit new
fucking
compared to
excited.
past Call of Duty titles. It's not just one flag; it's more of an area.
This is
that
a
you're
cool.
really gonna
I
be
want
capturing.
cool,
It's
interesting,
more of a-
unique maps,
I
and
think
this
a
is
combat
cool, unique,
dynamic
and interesting.
around those zones, right? So you know,
So
you can play in different areas. You can capture it from
Krista
different
has
spots.
a
But here as
M16
well,
here.
it sounds like we're hopping on board with
And he
swag.
has this
We're gonna be
webcam
jumping from lobby
position
to
that's
lobby.
like-
We got a lot of different creators as they
like
get
this.
started.
Yeah, let's say Priesta looks a little bit
No,
different
that's
right
swag.
now. This is swag. We've been watching him a lot on Warzone. We know what a monster he can be. But over to Jericho.
Is that a
one of
drum
my
mag
favorite
MP5?
streamers to watch. You know, he gets in some of these big tournaments he'll play in on Warzone in various modes. And Jericho, maybe not the most talented player in the entire
Remington
world.
703.
But you know what? He's handsome. He's one of the most entertaining streamers in the world. And I love him. I love Jericho to death. Guy's a beast.
He loves to have fun, and that's what's important. You know, he's trying to show off the zip lines a little bit. You can hear him talking a little bit. I mean, they've had some experiences. Well, this is Sky's one of the CDL
This is so
pros.
cool. Like,
It was
his
almost-
objectives
he was
are out in the
MVP
water.
candidate for us, but here you go. You see him
And you
taking a
can
boat,
swim.
trying to capture this A zone, and yeah,
Oh, that's
swimming.
fun. That
Well,
looks
when's the
fun.
last
That
time
looks
we
like
saw
good
someone
quality
Black
fun.
Ops 3, right? So you know, you have these different features from past titles in this game.
You have it's good. It's good, clean
see what
family
he can do
fun.
from the
This is
sneaky
just good, clean family
underwater
fun right here.
positions, But yeah, just working the objective for now. As his team, I think, doesn't have a single.
His boat's
cap
got
as
his
of
boat's
now.
got
Remember,
stuck.
We're going to be hopping through a variety of matchups. Right? There's a lot of players playing this, a lot of different streamers. If you're wondering why the score looks a little bit different, we're just hopping to a ton of different POVs
His
and
voice
showing you
came
guys
in
how
for the
stuff is
stream. It's just,
breaking down throughout
what
course
the
of
fuck?
day. As we go,
You're out in the
over
open, bud.
Marksman,
You're gonna get
and
sniped,
he's in a
bud.
boat looking to get busy.
Yeah, you can see he's got a turret on him as well.
Yeah,
just
right, Priesta.
Well, you
Don't
can
shoot
hear
me,
that
bro.
minigun go off later. Priesta, that's a nice headshot.
I like
Marksman,
my bow.
known for
So
his
it has like a
search and destroy
minigun on it,
games,
or it has these
he's
two
been
guns
playing
on it you
Call
can
of Duty
control.
for so long since we've been involved. So great to see him involved today. Well, yeah, just patrolling the area right
With the
now
camping
his boat.
rifle. Thanks for the $2, Red
Well,
Samurai.
Swag, he's getting aggressive. He's got the MP5, the classic MP5, and you can just hear Tim yelling.
Yes, Tim, I get it. I'm not a
Dude,
father,
why is
but
why
I
is
am
Tim
also
the
bald,
Tap
and I
Man?
know it makes life a little bit more difficult.
I know
but
I yell
Tim, there is
when I
love out there
stream,
for bald men like
but
us,
Tim
and
the
you're
Tap
an
Man
absolute
is
beast. But,
just
yeah, Are
yelling.
you surprised to see Swag with an MP5 in hand?
Now,
Looks to be very natural.
Give it 10 seconds, he's gonna yell again.
Right, you watch him play Warzone, he gets busy. Tim, on the other hand, you see the movement coming in. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they're used to Modern Warfare. It's going to take them some time to get used to the movement throughout the maps, and nice shots on it by Tim. He's rocking that assault rifle.
People have donated $251. Oh no, that says top donation. I was like, what the fuck?
Right? That's going to carry on through death, and depending if you're getting a lot
Damn,
of
he's
kills
already
in
getting
that one
paid
death,
to play
there's
the
a
game.
multiplayer to work
Chill.
with. But also, one thing I kind of like is, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
I don't want want
see how it
cooldown
works
on my
the
kill streaks.
various
If I
pub
can't call in
modes.
my kill streak because it's
We'll
on a
take look at how
cooldown
the
because somebody
loadout
else
screen
called in a
is
kill streak, I'm gonna be
changing.
livid.
Get into a different ones. I think that's courage we're hearing as well. well, maybe a little coaching for the squad.
At least I do, so that's what I'm gonna go looking for.
All right, so Drifter, you're hearing his strategy around the zone. He likes to get in the water, likes to get busy, just trying to look around him, man. It just looks so darn good in this area. All the different graphics, all the different colors.
Basically.
I was actually thinking about that. Like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
It's
be
actually
able to deal with
crazy,
that
like
very
how
well, so I'm actually gonna
wild, like just water graphics have gone. Now that's
Let me
like a
get the
silly
boat
thing to
off.
talk
This is
about when you think about
permanently
years and years and years ago, like various
Okay, so
games.
I'm
Like,
gonna go
it's just nutty how far it's come.
They're all above me.
Just reloading that AK-74U in the water.
Trying to figure out what he wants, but I just love the 74U. It's always
he's hiding
one
under
of
his
my
boat?
favorite
All right,
guns. Back
Drifter.
from COD 4, back from Black Ops 1. I am so excited.
And he got the guy out of the
that he's
boat.
back here in
See, this
Cold
kind
War.
of
Nice
kind of
shot by
shit's
Drifter
cool to
with
me.
that
Like, this
headshot
is
taking
fun.
down
Come on.
Hutch. As he just continues to go around this zone, and well, it is that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma.
That's
That is
Karma.
one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time. Absolute monster.
And he's actually one of my favorites to watch at the beginning of the games because
You just cut to him while he's vaping.
he is always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing COD.
No, he just loves the game. Man. He really just loves the game. I think a little bit of trash talk that was coming from his former teammate.
I can hear Scump.
Seth
I can hear
Abner.
Scump's
Abner,
horrible
absolute
voice in
monster.
the background.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Seth Abner is, but yeah, Seth Abner, absolute beast. Okay. Well, maybe to a different POV.
Wait. Oh, he was watching Scump.
Oh.
He wasn't even playing.
He
We were
wasn't
watching
even-
Scump. That makes sense.
If that wasn't
makes
staged,
sense.
that's fucking hilarious.
I was hearing kind of Seth's call.
Oh my god!
And this is a naval.
He's just watching the gameplay. If that's not scripted, that's fucking hilarious. It looked like it confused the commentators.
I don't know.
My God, Karma, what the
Didn't
fuck?
have the best year for the Seattle Surge, and listen, he's trying to earn some subs.
He goes by Deputy Hadbad now.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a lot this year playing Call of Duty with. Symphony, absolute monster, one of the most talented aimers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be.
Oh, what are you doing,
Hutchy
Hutch?
Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back in a boat. Back
Come
in a
on,
boat.
Hutch, make something happen.
Get it. Get on the turret as well. It tries to take down the player ziplining across, and I don't know, man. Watching the players zipline, it just looks so smooth. The pace they go at, it looks incredible.
This genuinely looks fun to me.
I mean, what's the...
Like, my hype level went from I'll wait and see to I can see what's happening here, and I'm enjoying everything I'm looking at. Hutch, play the objective. Hutch, you're the only one over there. Stay on the... What is it with these streamers that have, like, the face cam? And it's like, they're pressed up against it. Like, what if my camera was here, and you could only see, like, my nose, like, what the fuck is that?
That's what they need to add. Just sharks, dude. You're in there.
Like a score streak. You call it Jaws? Call it Jaws? I like that.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah, it's like this map has its own unique version of Dom.
I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted. Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you get headshot in Call of Duty, that messes with you. But Nick,
like 12v12 with like 5 objectives across water, dude.
His cam is nice shots right there on the Symphony, and if you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not. Yeah, like he's not sweating enough yet.
No.
You mean like once it's only forehead?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I guess it would only
bonk.
Yeah,
Legion's bonking
over to
people.
Legion, God, if you haven't checked out his stream, one of the more entertaining people in the world.
Hey,
Fantastic
fuck you
singing
guys.
voice as well.
I'm more entertaining than Legion. There was this one time on stream.
I don't know what he's doing.
I actually have no idea what.
See my watch?
What's up, Diesel? Slap shop.
Yeah, I do.
Prestige.
But yeah,
I don't know what that was.
I have
recorded.
no
Look,
idea.
I'm actually playing the alpha right
Yeah,
now.
no, this is live for us too.
Prestige, you big dork!
Going down now.
All these streamers with their crazy overlays and shit. And Prestige is like, guys, I am playing. It's not pre-recorded. Look.
Take him through it.
Yeah,
I love you, Ryan.
He's
Holy
just breaking it
shit.
down for you guys. This is
That's
fantastic.
the best way to explain
I
it.
like that. As he takes the zip line.
It's not
He's
as
got
big
what,
as ground
he's
war,
got,
smaller
he's got a
teams.
shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Okay, yeah,
but
12v12,
there's 6
not as big as
flags
ground
and
war.
5 flags on
He's just talking.
You know what blows my mind?
He's
about
just
this
being
stuff?
he's like being a dude, and then these
obviously,
other
well,
streamers
I'm
are
not
like,
very good at
"Let's
it,
go,
but, like,
we'll play some
I
Call
can,
of
like,
Duty,"
answer
and Ryan's like,
questions
"Guys,
with
it's
viewers
not
and stuff while
pre-recorded,
playing,
guys."
But doing like a full like
Fucking love Ryan,
commentary
dude.
and like answering a lot of questions, like, I can't do it. Like I get people doing it like over their gameplay as like a VOD thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have game audio up. He was there like, I'm going to present to you Call of Duty, but here's Testament, one of the best snipers in the
Calling
world,
like an
especially
airstrike
in Call of
thing?
Duty.
He did.
This
He was
guy,
calling
I'm
it a
sure
carpet
he's already
bomb.
got some ridiculous clips on his YouTube.
You are
on his
Stop
social
sliding
media.
like that.
Next to one of the greatest snipers alive too. John.
So I don't like that.
Honestly,
it looks like you got
You're
like
about 7 to 8 hours.
looks like you
in,
can't hold
your hands are
still.
warmed
My
up.
hot spot.
That's the hot spot, yeah.
Reminds me of like kids that just can't
Not
hold
that we
still when they're
recommend
trying to
gaming
watch
that long,
something. You
I
know,
do it every day.
they're on the couch and they're just like wiggling around.
Or to Sean J Gaming, looking for the angles.
How many maps have we seen now? In terms of gameplay, we've seen this one, which
Well,
I'm
nice
actually this is the one I'm
little
most
cheeky
excited to
position
try
there as
out.
people are pushing out, able to line up multiple. You
I could
see
see it
the-
being
the
frustrating in
health bar
times, but like
effect,
it
too.
can also be
It's
fun.
just cutting through the opposition, trying to work
Haha.
towards that E cap. As we get back over to Drifter, well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad. You got to watch out for Enable because you're about to get had bad.
And listen, for some of these content creators, there are some demons in these lobbies in the Call of Duty Elite Pros that, listen, it's going to be tough for them to win.
Wait,
some
what
of
is
these
Scump?
gunfights.
Look at the kill feed.
He's on
I don't know
he's got a chopper gunner. If we can go to Scump's point of view, I don't know if we could switch, but he's doing some crazy stuff with streaks.
I'm pretty sure I just saw like 7 to 8 straight kills
Oh,
pop
that's
up
a
for
car.
Scump.
It's an RC car. Classic.
Absolutely frying the competition. Absolutely frying them.
Scum.
Yeah, no, he has
you fucking
been.
doing.
He has been.
He's like, I'm absolutely frying them. I'm Scump. My fucking god.
It
It is fun kind of watching all the different people's perspectives.
The king is here. Oh yeah, surprise!
Timmy. Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner. It seems like some of our players starting to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them, like, kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at times, but just coming back to their love for Call of Duty. Like, Tim, for example, has just been loving the grind as of late. Courage JD, one of my best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually pretty nasty at the game as well.
Hutch has just been in the water.
He's exploring.
No, he is. Listen, that's what you're going to see.
Well, he's been playing like Flight Simulator as of late, so that probably feels more natural for him right now, just exploring. But I'll tell you what, if they put like I don't know what they're called, the wake runners or the jet skis in the game, like they put that in the CDL, do you think that Doug Sensor Martin actually could get on a pro team?
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity. He's got the practice. He has the experience.
If there's
no
a jet
doubt
ski,
about
there's
it.
a chance.
You know he's got the determination.
He's retiring. He's back.
I do like how real this is. This is honestly a really good way to reveal the multiplayer. Is sort of just showing like people's perspectives.
I pride myself in my accents, but he might be a little bit better at it than I am.
Besides the sniper rifle right now because we don't have enough time left to switch
I don't think
up.
so.
But I'm going to show you guys like the RPD.
Okay, so it looks like a lot of people want to see the
AK-74
sniper.
the undisputed champ of weapons.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's just one of those maps that it's either like long range fights with a sniper or close range, up close and personal with a shotgun or an MP5. But there's the defeat.
Dude, I kept hearing someone go, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh."
I like being able to see my enemy's health bars in core mode.
I literally just kept hearing it going over and over and over again. I was like, "What is going on in this stream league?"
That makes sense. Well, as he thanks the subs, we wrap up the first map. Alicia, enjoy that little 70 train. Hope you're having a great time. But we're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12 on Armada.
And then you see some, you know, the post game. You know, you have score, you have damage dealt.
The streamers got an early access to the game.
In Black Ops 4, it looks like that.
In case you can't tell by them playing it.
You can sort of see your past history throughout that, so that's awesome to see.
Yeah, very clean, but they'll get ready, locked and loaded to
Can we switch off a Legion before I get a fucking ulcer?
Through the Cold War multiplayer reveal. We hope you like to look at the first map. But again, this is going to be a wide range. We're going to try and show everything, like more vehicle and sandbox maps like you just saw there. We'll get to smaller maps as well as we continue on through.
I want to check out Miami.
Yeah,
That's what
Miami
I
just
wanna
looked...
see.
It was just easy on the eyes, right?
It looks
like,
pretty.
It was just pretty. It was absolutely beautiful. But we kind of talked through the gameplay. We saw a lot of different POVs. To break down some of the best moments, we're going to toss it over to Nameless.
Thanks, guys. That was an incredible game. That was just a hilarious, fun, and entertaining way to kick off the day. And what I really like about Combined Arms is that it fits everybody's playstyle. There's things for everybody to do. You saw Marksman loving the boat. You saw a lot of people.
Yeah, this is the type of multiplayer I want from COD. This is such a big difference from what we saw in like fucking what am I trying to say? It's such a big difference from Black Ops 4 and 3. Like this is way more like. It looks like Black Ops 1 and kind of reminds me of COD World War II in some ways. That might just be like the lighting of this particular map, though. Yeah, Nameless is like great value DJ Khaled. And DJ Khaled's pretty great value, so. This definitely is like. What is this? What? Okay, it's good to know my face cams are never going to be as bad as that. Or maybe I just have too high standards. It's fun to watch these. It's like this is a really real way to show it because these are just streamers cursing and yelling at each other and just shooting the shit. Like it's fun.
He was playing real well early on, trying to pick up those streaks. And I also noticed a lot of players were loving to use that tac laser, so you can just hip fire people up close and string together multi-kills. As well as the sniper right here, just fantastic headshots. He had an opportunity for the triple, and he was trying to get the feed, and you can hear.
Then here's Hutch exploring.
And Hutch is one of my favorites, rolling around in that speedboat right here, channeling his inner jet ski, trying to pick up some kills. And
he's in that speedboat channeling his jet ski.
And it's also insane because when you're underwater, you can see people crystal clear from a distance. Legion as well with the sniper here, picking up some kill feeds, getting one of those final kill cams. Ultimately, his team ended up losing the game. But
yeah, the heads-up display is very clean.
You saw Scump pick up that chopper gunner. He picked up like 8.
Taking the best from an MW and improving on it. That's kind of what I'm getting the vibe from. But let's.
Take it away, Jess.
Obviously, I can't judge it until I play it and like when the average Joe gets their hands on it, it's gonna be way different. Oh, my webcam's tilting. What the fuck?
Is the VIP, and depending on which team you're on, you're
I feel like I should be closer to you guys. Guys, you're coming with me.
Kill them. So
We're gonna have a talk.
We're gonna be playing on Miami, so that's the map that Merc and Maven, I know you guys were just hyping up. So take it away, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm
Don't
excited
have
to see
any
the
desk
new
space
mode,
to lean
but,
on.
Yeah, really to see Miami. It was cool to hear kind of the the level designers talk about it, but aesthetically it was just very, very pleasing. I like neon lights. I like colors. It looked gorgeous, Joe.
Try to pick up
Just
chicks,
like
not kills.
Listen, I would love to go on a date in Miami with you when this
we
is
did.
all
Wait, what
done.
do you mean? We did that last year.
Yeah,
We went there for some
it's a little bit
football
different
event.
right
We
now.
went and saw a film together. We had a nice dinner.
I want to do it again. But I don't know, dude. Just the 80s style that they were talking about, as you said, the neon lights. You're gonna have the water that are gonna play. The way the levels designers talked about it.
Twitter, what are you doing? I'm trying to share the thingy. Twitter, what are you doing? There we go.
I don't know if we're going to Miami. I think we're actually going to Satellite. It looks to be the next map.
Yeah, so we're going to get to that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, so we'll get to that later, but we're going to be playing 6v6.
This is fun.
On satellite.
The game is bad. Thanks, Sebastian.
Not a lot of buildings to go.
No, it's all terrain.
I didn't see you playing in the live stream, but okay.
I heard the devs talk about it. It's a big fight around that.
Don't worry, kids. If you're on the fence about buying it, I will be buying it. I have no life. I will buy the game. I will review the game. I've already pre-ordered, actually. So I'm going to be reviewing the game soon. I will have my like full multiplayer review out like by the end of November. Middle of November. Hey, Douglas.
Well, it's like this. Momentum mode.
Kenny after death.
You get going, you get the kills.
Create a class in game being seen a ripoff from Battlefield 4? It's not. It's not a ripoff from Battlefield 4, so I don't have a thought on that. Create a class looks more like Black Ops 3. It looks like Black Ops. Like this does not look like. Like I don't know. Battlefield didn't invent guns, so no. Thank you for the $5 though, and I don't like the score streaks. I gotta mute these fuckers. Okay, so like I don't like the changes in score streaks really. I feel like score streaks and kill streaks should be balanced around how powerful they are. I like you can iron sight all the snipers. That's very Treyarch. There's so many different barrels. Look at this shit. That's crazy. Got extended cavalry. So no, it's not a ripoff of Battlefield 4, and I don't like the score streak changes. Like Battlefield 4, Battlefield hasn't been like Battlefield to me since 4. So I mean, Hardline had some fun too, but like for the most part, when I think of it, like if other shooters want to have variety and dynamic elements and vehicles, that's fine. Battlefield does not own that. Weapon customization being more in depth, that's nothing but a good thing in my opinion, no matter what. And then when it comes to score streaks, they really should not be persisting after death. That doesn't really work very well. I wouldn't say it looks like Hardline. I would say it looks like Black Ops Cold War. As I've gotten older, comparison shopping without a fucking coupon just has become like my the least of my priorities. Like, I'm not gonna look at this. I can see like elements like in the creative class kind of reminds me of Black Ops 3, maybe Black Ops 2. But I'm not going to like actively compare, especially like when I end up reviewing the game. I cannot actively compare what's going on screen here to like a different shooter. Like, shooters are all very similar, guys. Like, it's not hard to like compare two shooters that have like weapon customization or a vehicle or a similar aesthetic or good lighting. I don't see Battlefield when I look at this. They're playing Kill Confirmed, all right, in the desert. This is not Battlefield, dude. Field upgrades do not look like Black Ops 4 crap. No, it's like a SAM turret. It's like a landmine. It's pretty mundane actually. But I'll unmute the gameplay now.
Side of the map, it looks like that right now. We love Tyler T. Pull Chow. We love that guy. He's fighting around the.
All right, Ho-Chan, no problem.
Pose pass, and then you can go to the other side where you have everything open.
So this guy's using a Type 63.
Some that have been more powerful for him, stuff he's like to roll with.
The problem with getting a lot of well, weapon licenses aren't as complicated, aren't as simple as you need the name. Like, using the likeness of a gun can get you hit. The thing about weapon licenses and stuff is that they can expire, and if the weapon license expires, then the game has a problem. So they'd have to like basically keep paying long after the game's out of life cycle. It's not worth it. The time to kill is pretty normal. Auto heal is back, yes, Douglas. It is. Looks similar to Quake 1. There's a gun on screen. Yeah.
As we mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and blown up
This
towards mid-map. But
I like the variety here. Oh, Midnight. Why is Midnight stream so creepy? Look at this background she's got.
Midnight, one of the best snipers. She has been around for so long as she is locked into the stream, just trying to figure out what she wants to use. Rocking the Pellington right now, but you gotta go through your sensitivity.
You know what's weird? Like, they're all like telling these YouTubers like they're trying to promote this game as like a PlayStation game. All of these guys are playing on PC.
what does this do? I can change dead zone and zoom sense. Whoa.
I think that is something that happened to Medal of Honor Warfighter. LW3.
It's like 6.17. Yeah. All right. You can definitely,
She's wearing a mask on stream, right? Like, I guess there's somebody behind her, but like, unless that's somebody that's new to her environment, I don't know why she's social distancing.
Yeah, they used to talk about Ricky, who is Los Angeles Guerrillas coach. So, yeah, but he used to be a pro player. Doesn't miss much. Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to. I think, you know, we're low tier street gang out here.
Were other streamers asking him not to use the RC car because he's just blowing them up?
Okay. Yes. Typical gamer might be my dad. Dr. Odin, I appreciate the 14 month. I'm going to show you guys too.
Yeah, he missed all of his shots, and typical gamer did not. His Legion got fried, and now he is his.
So now his kill streaks are on a cooldown. I'm confused about these kill streaks, dude.
Yeah, so just a reminder, in case you weren't aware, you can watch the main broadcast here. We'll be hopping through a lot of the different POVs, and Joe and I'll be breaking down a lot of stuff with you from highlights from Nameless as well. But all these guys are individually pushing their POVs as well.
You can't pull your gun out while doing it. You put your hands down. You know what I'm saying?
So that was Black Ops 4.
Well, thinking about the drop shot, the slide mechanics, I think they're I don't want to say controversial is the right word, but the difference in them between devs and titles, like there's a lot of difference there. So you always want the first thing a pro player or top player like Priest is trying to figure out is movement mechanics, which maybe give
So you can't ADS while proning, which is good.
shot or slide mechanic in this particular title that he's talking through.
Yeah, no, a lot of these guys, they are sort of, it's muscle memory.
Yeah, this is a big 3-lane map is what it looks like to me. Very, very big. Kind of reminds me of, it's like inverse Turbine from Black Ops 2.
We actually enjoyed pizza and ice cream with Sim yesterday. It was wonderful.
It was great to meet.
Ooh. Scump got that AK-47.
What was that, ice cream? Rolled up ice cream or something? It was
I had Reese Puffs on it too.
Are they talking about ice cream? I feel like my commentary over the gameplay would be better.
Excuses.
For the first time in Scump's life, he was the bait.
Yeah. Quite literally. The first
Hey, Ghost Wolf.
Yep.
So much motion blur. That's just the stream. That's just because they're streaming. So when they move it, the bit rate has trouble keeping up with it, and it kind of like pixelates. It's not really motion blur.
I feel like we've gone through what 15 different.
None of these guys would be playing with motion blur on.
Focus on different things because a lot of them come from different backgrounds, right? Like some of these.
All right, Hayes Gaki, enjoy your school.
Some are streamers, and just hearing the different things they're focusing on as we get into the game is pretty neat.
This guy's using the Kurg 6.
Trying different weapons. You got
1911.
Figure out the mechanics, the weapons that they're going to focus on is. We're on board with Espresso. See, he's got the Krig out right now. But yeah, you heard Scump sort of talk about the slide cancel, the slide movements, pretty similar.
Oh god, that MP5 kills fast. Get out of the game. My eyes.
A little bit of a streak rolling here as he continues to try and finesse with one of our favorite guns, the MP5. Absolute powerhouse at close range. Hits like a truck. Hip fire. Tried and true. Yeah, well, from what we've seen, you have been sort of running in circles. But he's posted up and looking for the action. Oh, there's the strategy. Bait the tag.
I like it. Yeah, you can just tell, much smaller map than what we saw, but I don't know who that was. That was a nice shot with the 7.
Oh, butter fucked up espresso. That makes me happy.
I think it was Noisy Butters. I think it was Noisy Butters just smoked him.
Well, we're talking about Noisy. She's talking about metas already in the alpha. You see in the top right, it is alpha gameplay. The devs are watching. There's going to be some adjustments. She's like,
AK-74 is 100% the meta? All right, okay. Well, it's set.
Butters is already talking about the fucking meta. Oh, well, if that ain't gonna be me during the beta. Like, during the beta, I'm just, like, the first gun I get, like, a nice kill streak with is gonna be meta.
I tend to agree with you.
she's talking about the different audio that we touched on with the devs coming in.
I don't want to
Oh, man.
adjustment through a lot of it. You heard the devs talk about it, but
I'll take my headphones off.
yeah, the 3D audio.
My ears are sweaty.
Talking about the directional sound and how what is the dude? I gotta look this up. I have all the sheets in front of me. What was the thing where it like focuses more on what's happening near you, which sounded awesome. Where did I have that? Hold up. I have so many notes. Okay, hold up. The threat.
I mean, yeah, Zale, welcome to FPS games, man. Oh, no!
Priorities the various sounds during a firefight.
That person was looking under the map.
Sounds they need to be successful. I think that's awesome. Like, to focus on like the key couple of things you really need to hear during a gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, you think about like in the past of
Yeah, I have seen the leak.
Going off, streaks going off, you having to heal. It feels like this system is gonna try to. What do you need to hear? What is gonna happen?
I don't know if that was the body armor hit marker or because I don't think that was in there. I think that I saw a flat jacket hit marker earlier, and then I think maybe a spawn protection hit marker, but I'm not sure.
And all I keep thinking about is like what the Dune trailer came out today. We're just battling the dunes now. I'm very excited for that film, Joe. I'm sorry.
It looked incredible. Not as incredible as this game, though. I cannot lie.
That is true.
On board with Shane.
Yeah, I like Butters. Every time I see a clip from Butters, I usually enjoy watching it.
He is in a pretty intense lobby.
Think Butters would ever play with me? Because the only people that have actually been on screen this entire stream that I like is Prestigious Key and Noisy Butters. I'm gonna reach out to both of them and see if they'll stream Cold War with me when it comes out. Do you guys think I could?
But it seems like gone up a little bit slower maybe than last year.
Oh, the streaks have a health bar. I like that. I like that a lot.
Right? Because they don't reset on death. You're playing with some of the best players in the world. They're going to get those guaranteed choppers. You need a player like Jericho to shoot them down. Maven, you did that well when we used to play pub. That was your go-to.
I find a lot of satisfaction out of just.
Dude, let's get a prestige and let's get exclusive ace, prestigious key, and noisy butters on stream when Cold War comes out.
I think I saw a skunk in Zoom.
Yeah. So this particular game's close. The other one looks.
Oh, that stoner looks sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost looks like the weapons are like as efficient as the rockets and ripping down the score streak. So.
And that did not pan out. Okay, cool.
Man, you heard just talked about that going up.
HK slapped a sponsorship on Vonera's desk. That is a stoner 63. Oh my god, that shotgun. Drifter's showcasing like that. He was just showcasing the dropping for the stream.
7-point loss for Drifter and company. The score streaks were raining on it, the tail end of it, but
No, I don't think the P90 is going to be in it.
Confirm lovers, this looks like a very, very fun map for some of your core modes to bounce around on. Obviously, a lot of new things coming to this title, new maps, new modes, but the familiarity of the Call of Duty franchise still there, and this looks to be a fun one.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just a lot of close quarters combat. It feels like you're spawning and you're right into the action, right? Just right into it. You're gonna have to take your time. As yeah, these guys gonna just.
So many perks. So if you just select perk greed, you can have 6 perks. So 1 wild card means you have 6 perks. That's fucking incredible.
Different perks that he wants to check out.
Ooh, I saw Ninja, and that makes me very excited. Has a perk.
Which one?
Quartermaster. So restock is back.
No, I don't think so. But I saw that, like, you can walk, and that is dead silent as well. So it looked like Ninja, it deals with, it's quieter the more you sprint.
No, there's no dolphin diving. No, it's not pick 10. You have full access to everything, and then you have wild cards. So it's like Modern Warfare's Crita class plus wild cards. Honestly, I'm actually kind of okay with the Crita class so far. It looks very freeing to play around with. Because, like, one of the wild cards lets you have 8 attachments on a gun.
But that map looked absolutely amazing. I mean, you saw a lot of the players, while they spawned on the outskirts of the map, they ran straight to the center to get in those up-close gunfights. We saw 74Us, we saw MP5s, and also that Type 63 looked pretty nasty. We saw TP picking up some multi-kills with it. And what I want to highlight during these highlights is that
No, it's not pick 10. It's like Modern Warfare, but with wild cards.
Players having sort of these longer gunfights, and the player who hits the better shot is going to win it. This Type 63 and the sniper, those are 2 of my favorite guns to see. But
All right, they're just recapping. I can mute their asses again. Huh? Like I'm interested because like on the one hand, it just looks like COD, but on the other hand, it does. On the other hand, it looks like they have some like they're focusing on like the dynamicness of a map because it's nice to know. Okay. So let me try to see if I can find my words here. So what I was thinking they were saying was that certain maps would have a specific game mode attached to them. Like you have to fight for the satellite or fight for the submarine. But it looks like those maps also have traditional game modes like point control game modes and now like kill confirmed is on this one. And I think that's pretty cool. Nice jumping moose. But the thing is, it's going to be hard to, like, judge by watching these guys because, like, you get people like YouTubers and pro players and stuff and streamers in here. They're not going to play like an average person. They're going to play to win, and they're going to accept their losses. You know, I could see people abusing some of these map elements when shitters get on. There's nothing wrong with that, really. Obviously, like, freedom in an FPS game means that real average players will try to optimize their experience by fucking up yours. That's how online FPS games work. So it's sort of hard to judge the flow of the game. 179 people watching. I think that's what we got. Let's check our viewers here while they're still chatting up. Let's see what we got. 180 viewers. What's up, guys? Oh, wait. That's not my stream. I was, like, looking at the chat there. Oh, we going to Miami. We going to Miami, boys. Miami with a B. It gives me some Ghost vibes. It gives me some COD World War II vibes, but that's because it's Call of Duty. It's just starting to give me, like, COD vibes the more I'm thinking about it.
Switching things up, but as you said, we're going to Miami. I cannot wait to see.
Honestly, the only thing I'm not liking so far is their complicated kill streak system of, like, they're on a cooldown. If you go on an actual streak, you get a point multiplier that lets you earn them faster, but they don't reset on death. Like, that's, sort of. Yeah. Look at these attachments, dude. And look at that default. Look at that. Do you see that default Streamlabs thanks for subscribing thing? My goodness. We're not going to Miami, guys. We're going to Miami. Because I said it wrong, and now that's the running gag.
Dampens the sound of it.
Right. Okay. So I believe that you can walk and crouch and you will be completely silent. But if you are sprinting, you will still have some noise, but it definitely quiets it.
Cool. Interesting.
So, like, Tracker's in the game, Reflex in the game, Scavenger, Ghost, Ninja, Cold-Blooded.
Well, this is the best part when you play a new game, right? Just going through all the different features, all the different attachments, all the different...
That's the thing is, like, yeah, they're actually... I know they're just chatting, but that's actually how I feel. Like, when a Call of Duty comes out, it's like new car smell. Just looking at the new perks and weapons and stuff, like, as a player, as a fan of the series, that's what I'm excited for. But as a content creator, it's the potential rants I can do about it. What are these default Streamlabs bullshits?
That is actually where they shoot those
well, thanks for that, Joe. Look at this, though.
It looks good. Sky's low not in. You're seeing the different parts. You have in the middle of the street. You got the bar area. You have the pool.
What if we kissed in the Miami map in Cold War? Oh, also, the maps have these loading animations. Look at this, guys. So, like, your characters actually have, like, a dope animation for coming in. They don't just helicopter or truck in. They come in. There's, like, some dynamic, not dynamic, but I should say, like, cinematic animation. That's pretty cool.
Is Sky's going to go for the objective? Is anyone going to go for the objective?
So they're playing Dom? Sick. Oh, it's Treyarch Dom. I don't like the round refreshes in Treyarch Dom. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This reminds me of that Advanced Warfare map that takes place in Greece with the resort and the swimming pool. You guys remember that map? It reminds me of the Greece map. Yeah. But it's just like getting those new things to like play with is so fun. But it looks like I didn't see any new perks though. I'm pretty sure those are all perks from previous COD games, which is a little
I'll tell you what, I keep thinking about that pool with how hot it's been in LA. It was like 110 the other day. That pool looks very comforting. He sure did.
Surprise! As again, you heard Marksman talk about it, a little bit of the nutty movement. I'm sure the devs are going to be paying attention. They'll get their feedback from all of these players.
Well, that's where, like...
I will say this map it's a little dark. Like you see that dark corner look at these dark corners in front of him. I feel like that's going to be kind of annoying for visibility. So hopefully that's just his stream. I know Espresso for some reason with his stuff just cranks the contrast to the max. So maybe that's why it's looking not as good as it potentially could. I think I've seen one clip from Cat Conti, or whatever, however you pronounce her name. Oh, he's colorblind. I didn't know Espresso was colorblind. That makes sense. Because, like, I always hate his contrast ratios in his stuff.
Yes, we do. But that you heard, I can't remember her name, but one of the lead map designers kind of saying, like, I stay away from the middle, like the middle of the map. That is a sniper's haven. You kind of saw a bit of it there, but there are the alleyways that you can...
Is there skill-based matchmaking? Fucking fine now, dude. We'll never know. You'll never actually know how matchmaking works because it would be dependent on everybody's different performance. You'll never know. Stop asking people that question. We'll never fucking know. It's handled on Activision's end, and it's definitely not going to be in the alpha that YouTubers are playing. So I don't know. They're not going to talk about it. Gotcha, Zale. Gotcha, Zale. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'm going to miss doors, honestly. I used to have a... Especially for, like, private matches, but, like, I don't know. Doors were fun. I do not know if snipers have aim assist or not. Probably, they... Probably won't? Treyarch hasn't had snipers with aim assist since Black Ops 2? So I don't know. No, it's not based around microtransactions. That's a patent that never actually got... It's a patent, but it doesn't actually exist. It's not a real thing. They are not based around microtransactions. There's zero evidence of that. And it wasn't even microtransaction-based, skill-based matchmaking. It wasn't actually that either. So even that patent... I know you're kidding. I know you're kidding, but, like... Even that patent, like, when people read it, like, they even read the patent wrong. It was matchmaking that, it was, like, the game would show people microtransactions, through gameplay. But then they found out that...
Lighting has evolved over the last decade or so. That is absolutely for sure. But now you see a gorgeous look at kind of the entire map breakdown.
No, but like the microtransaction one was like, it was supposed to like put you in a lobby where like, and show you microtransactions that people might not actually even have. It was like, it was gonna do that. Like, it was something like that. It was a mess. Can't believe people thought that. Because the thing is like skill-based matchmaking is a complicated subject because like I've never dealt with skill-based matchmaking in the way that like Exclusive Ace or Drifter describes it. I always just deal with like I maybe get one good match every 5, and then the other 4 I'm carrying an entire team of deadweights, even when I'm playing bad. I hate halftime, dude. That's the one thing I forgot about. Domination. I don't like it when domination gets cut in half. For me, it breaks my flow. And a lot of times I think it just gives the better team. Oh, that's just red dot on the fucking L96. That's crazy. But no, what kills me? Okay, so what kills me about it is that like it feels like it gives like the good team two opening rushes, and that can it just shifts the game like again, and I don't know. Yeah, everybody has microtransactions. It's like, especially in Modern Warfare, where people didn't feel pressure to buy them, they actually bought more. They made more money from Modern Warfare because they didn't pressure people. They were just like, "Hey, cool, you want to look cool? You want to look cool? You can look cool." My shirt says "World's Greatest Dad," by the way. I got this because of you guys. Hope you guys know that. I forgot to show you guys this on stream. Yeah, I also forgot to show this. I should have this on screen. Daddy Boom, exactly.
It feels good. We'll see what Hutch can do for the power position. Well, not going to matter. From Priest to Chopper over to Scum Chopper and Peep. This
yes.
Is just getting milked. Just dominate him from the sky.
Oh, that Chopper Gunner looks so good. I love the Chopper Gunner, dude. You have a child? No, I bought this because of you guys. You are my children. Come on, guys. Figure it out.
They're probably holding the kill cam too. They're like, we're not letting Scump do this to us.
Yeah, I do believe they are losing full.
Oh, that's swag as well.
Yeah, it's been swag, courage, and Mud Dog have died like 2 or 3 times in a row.
They're on the beach. That's why he's
This map is sick, dude.
Yeah, the beach is usually where you go to vacation, not here. Nope.
These domination points are huge, by the way. Have you guys noticed? These domination points are as big as some hard points in Modern Warfare. I like that. That's one of the things I like about hardpoint is that it's less about like a flag with a little circle around it. It's more about like a room. So this like, that's so cool, actually. Actually, I have seen somebody use the burst M16. Do you consent to being my waifu? No. I will be your... Follow me on... Oh god, the text is overlapping. Oh no. Fuck. Follow me on Twitter. You guys here for the Black Ops multiplayer reveal? Hell no. Here's my Twitter @. Does the scoreboard show your fucking because like I know it doesn't have like, is it eliminations? Is it gonna be like the same thing as Black Ops 4? I haven't actually paid attention. It says elimination, but do assists count as kills? I do need to make a boom waifu emote. That's fair enough. Yeah, dude, I missed the health bars as well. I'm actually kind of excited for the health bars. Halftime twice?
Something like domination, where I launch all my streaks, I'm like, oh, it's halftime. I just use those for no reason whatsoever. I got a couple of kills, but my impact on the objective was minimal. But now to the French sensation himself, Gotaga, one of the most popular gamers in the world.
I've never heard of him.
Compete in so many different games, but his legend grew in Call of Duty, that's for sure. Yeah,
He camping. Oh, what is that face cam? What is that?
Okay, what is his camera setup? Because it looks like he's in the game. How do I do that?
Well, he's got a green screen, but he is half of the screen.
Yeah, I want you to set.
Why is he 1/4 of the screen?
Why would I do that? I don't know, but like it looks like he's in the game.
Why did you just assume I had an expertise in green screens?
Joe, you wear glasses. You look like you'd be very tech savvy and ready to set that up for me. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joe.
I'm not going to do that for you whatsoever.
Nameless, would you say he looks a bit like a scientist? Thank you.
Nameless looks like a cosplayer from Miami right now.
Narcos.
Yeah. I mean, he looks good, but he looks good.
Oh, wait, they can't be. People can't be.
He's just.
In this.
No way. It looks like game's about to end. Jericho's team, they're going to get the victory.
There we go, Jericho.
6,300 damage.
I didn't see.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Who was dominating?
Could be Priesta. There's a good chance it's this guy.
And there he highlighted a difference this time. No doors. Jericho was talking about this. No doors in the game. You won't be hammering through doors.
I missed the doors. Honestly, I didn't have any trouble with doors. I never used them to camp. I used them on hard points. Like, closing down a hard points line of sight through a door was really fun, and then, like, blowing it open with C4, I liked it. It was fun. Your class got canceled? Oh, cool. Hi, Jason.
Who was absolutely frying the lobby. This is the part where I'm, like, trying to get my brain to, like, slow down when they go through and just appreciate all the different attachments that they have inside of this. Maybe you will have your time.
Dude, look at these. Look at these attachments.
I don't know why I'm talking like that, because I'm literally just going to have you tell me what to put on my weapons, and I'm going to do what you do.
I'm going to try everything, though. It's the beta. We try out different things.
That's true. That's a good point. Well, one of our
So, okay, so right now they're just recapping.
we're going to hop over to one that hasn't finished yet. 27 points away from victory. One of our squads is, again, this is...
Why is Jericho here trying new COD games? He needs to catch some cheaters in CSGO. I've never seen somebody use a door to camp in a way that I couldn't counter. I feel like people, like, they see the door and then they go, I can't do anything, but, like, every building in Modern Warfare has, like, multiple entryways. What's your take on this box of apple slices I'm eating? I mean, if they're good, then I'm happy for you. If they're not, then I'm not. I thought I saw Mini 14 too, but I don't think so. Because I play a lot of like Hardpoint and then Demolition, and I play Dom, I play Kill Confirmed, and I've never, I think I call out on when I'm streaming. I always call out if I die because of a door. But oh yeah, and the ADS peeking on the door. People didn't use that enough. Yeah, they did take my idea of the boats and everything. I'm still so excited about that. I hope we get actual character customization, but it looks like we're getting operators again, which is eh. I don't know, Jason. I don't like... I really do not like the whole thing they're doing with streaks. I think it's unnecessarily complicated. The fact that I don't really get how their streaks work kind of bugs me. Hey, Crazy Monkey MC.
He's a big boy. Get yourself a pina colada, hang out. Oh, well. He's on vacation. No vacations in Miami.
Like you can swim in the swimming pool. Happy about that. Yeah, they kind of glossed over it. They really should like explain in detail how the kill streaks work. I'm taking some time to trim my thumbnail because it like my thumbnails are too long. The hotel's beautiful, honestly. All right.
I'm just waiting for him to get shot.
Score this out of 10.
The diving board actually works? Wait, the diving board works! Do it again! Didn't work this time. How did he do that?
That was less impressive. That was less impressive.
This good. Try again, Bob. Do it. Oh, what are you doing, Bob?
Okay, but Bob, this is giving me a headache.
How does it work?
Oh, no. Wait, how did he do that last time?
He got up in the air.
It was so cool.
This is the coolest feature of the game. How did he doesn't even know how he did it. He went up. Like he didn't like slide jump. He went up. Next level fucking gameplay.
Oh, hey, Lando. What's up, Lando? We're gonna swap over to another one.
Why does Midnight Stream look so creepy? Why is Midnight Stream so creepy? Why are you wearing a mask inside? Where are you?
Until it finishes, but want to give love to a lot of these guys that are participating, just hopping through all the action. But
Man's ascended.
and we'll have some of the different streamers too, especially with some of the CDL teams. It's like
Yes, I think the minimap is back to normal.
everyone trying to get their time on the game.
I saw the scoreboard and Bobby Pop was at the bottom, so my man was having a tough one. He didn't have the bumper. He's gonna be a vehicle expert. We'll just hop on board when we get to
The color black background, the weird lighting, like the one distant light in a black room, that her whole setup's like creepy as shit.
Hope you enjoyed Eyes On with Miami. I still don't know the physics in game behind how Bob managed to do the cannonball.
Yeah, how did he cannonball?
How did he do that? And then he couldn't replicate it. It was truly special. That might have been the best moment we've had so far.
Diving board private matches?
And Bob's still trying to figure out mouse and keyboard because he switched to that, so.
He's trying his hard. Bob, we love you, buddy. You're trying your hardest. Unfortunately, the team got smoked, but you've got more chances. We continue on with the multiplayer reveal for Cold War. But before we get to our next map, our next mode, we're going to toss it over to our good friend, Nameless.
Yeah, if that wasn't intended to be in the game, that needs to be in the game. What Bob just did was absolutely spectacular.
What is my dog
barking? It's a really
at?
interesting map, right? Like it's a nighttime setting.
Oh,
with
it's
this
neighbors.
Little vibrant areas
Okay.
like the pool and the neon lights that you saw.
Oh, wait, is
We
that
saw
my mother
literally
out there?
Every single weapon that's in this game displayed on this map. We
That
saw
is my mother out there.
shotguns. the Type 823, which is sort of that mini Uzi gun. We saw players like Scump and Priest are running it. They were going off, like getting 10 to 12 kills in a row, getting chopper gunners, and absolutely lighting up the map. I mean, we're seeing M4s.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm excited though. The only thing I don't like, because I don't get the kill streaks, so I'm scared of what I do not understand. From what I'm understanding is that they don't reset on death, but the more kills you get in a streak, like, multiplies the score by a lot, and that helps you complete the percentage faster. After you call in a streak, then it goes on a cooldown, and then you can call it in again. I believe you can still work towards the kill streak while it's on cooldown, but it's hard to say. Like, in this little bit of gameplay here, you can see in the bottom corner, it's sort of difficult, but down here, it looks like, oh no, he can't earn it. The little bar to earn his score streak is gone. So you can't even, like, work towards your next UAV while it's on cooldown? That can't be fucking right. No, Vondahar does seem to be, like, heavily involved with the multiplayer on this. He's heavily advertising himself that way. I don't know. Boom pool party. I don't think they're not gonna reveal the Warzone changes yet. This is all about the multiplayer, which I'm happy about. They're giving multiplayer its own place to breathe, and they've done very little Warzone conversating, so I'm actually kind of okay about that. Yeah, I don't know. So here's also what I'm assuming, and this is just an out here idea. So you know how, like, Modern Warfare has, like, really shitty streak health, and, like, you can shoot down streaks in Modern Warfare far too easily? Oh yeah, let's see this, actually. Wait, where's the mute button? Unmute. How did he jump like that? Why he's so with the shits, dude? Yes, there is the classic chopper gunner. How did he do that? Anyway, that's the thing, is that, like, it's not like a set amount of score. It's like a percentage, and I don't like that. I want an actual score streak, not a percentage persistent streak. Let's get my face big up here. Like, I'm tired of looking at them. We're going to a new map! Yeah! Yeah, boy! So this isn't even all the maps. Like, they said this is a small taste of the game. Trick shot bait, I'm calling it now.
It feels like it's the Cold War of Moscow in here right now. I am really cold on this set, but yeah, I cannot wait.
Do you want my jacket?
No, it's okay.
You're not getting
I appreciate that, but yeah, it is. Yeah, just love going to all the different environments, all the different locations. Vaughn was really talking about that. We're gonna take you all over the world.
Yeah, the gunsmith is cool.
Check out this map.
Yeah, no, it's the variety we've seen so far.
Do you guys want wide boom?
Awesome.
I'll do wide boom based on request.
But Joe, if you had to pick one moment so far of the 3 games we watched, what has been your favorite moment? And you can't say the diving board.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the diving board. I obviously Scump, you know, in the chopper gun and doing what he does best. I really had a lot of fun with Armada because I thought Armada, what they really showed was the different
I have no idea, Buzz.
environments and the way you could play that. You could stay on the boat. You could go with the vehicles. If you wanted to, you could be super deadly in the water. So that map just looked great, dude. The zip line looks so smooth.
Polygon says the score you need to obtain the streaks are a lot higher in this game, but they don't reset upon death. They have an internal cooldown. Okay.
Personalities as they get ready to go 6v6 in TDM. Noisy Butter is going to be kicking off. Looking through, looks like some of the shots.
Wider. Hi, White Fang.
But I think one of the things I've been trying to keep an eye out for is I read kind of coming into this that we're going to have, like, I guess when you're changing attachments, like percentages, so you can see how much is going to affect things like fire rate and recoil, which I haven't noticed yet as they're swapping through, but I just think that's awesome. I love to know, like, the exact impact.
What the hell was that M4? Do you see that M4 like a collapsible stock? And what the fuck?
A lot of the times that
yeah, it's a fully automatic spaz.
It was like
green, red, okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't, whatever it does. But yeah, actually knowing the percentage, what you're really getting into from gun to gun, it's going to be really cool to mess with.
All right, well, again, this is Moscow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at it. At the global multi-reveal for Cold War.
Oh, she's actually playing on PlayStation. Okay.
motion blur recommended.
She's playing on PS4 though.
I will personally turn off. Like it looks a little bit cleaner.
What are we doing?
Yeah, everyone but one player I think pushed out the same side.
Yeah, I think when we got on board, she was talking about.
This is cool.
What do you love so far? It's really the colors and Treyarch, their color palette. I've always talked about it. It is just beautiful. But she runs into a shotgun, and a lot of these creators trying to answer questions, trying to play the game. It is tough to balance.
I didn't get a chance to show you guys the sharks though. There's sharks on that map.
Oh, she was sort of.
And it's cool.
Wait, there are sharks?
There were sharks on the Miami map?
What you wanted is in there.
I didn't know that wasn't in my notes. I didn't know there were actually sharks.
Why not?
Was that in Miami or was that on the ship map? I don't know.
I am terrified of sharks. One time.
That's in the middle of the ocean.
No, one time when I was 13 years old, I went.
Yeah, this does not look bad for like base PS4 or probably PS4 Pro. So this will look amazing on Series X.
On this cliff and we're looking down, the water was so clear, we saw multiple sharks right where we were swimming. And I'm never going in open water again.
Are you sure they weren't dolphins?
They were 100% sharks, and I was nearly eaten.
Are you 100%?
Yes, no, 100%. Okay. Yeah, it scarred me for life.
All right.
I love the design of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, these streamers have like really high-end PC. If they're playing on PC, they have a really high-end PC.
He loves TDM. Now, he was talking about how much he loves TDM. So this is
Ooh, that concussion's not bad. Whoa. Does he have tac? There's no tac mask in the alpha.
Sure, but I want to see which building, because one of the things we were looking through is like a.
Does Flat Jacket block that? That didn't do anything to him.
Okay, so this is this is the metro station. So this is sort of going to be where the whole flow of the map.
Dude, you're gonna spend like more than the you're gonna spend more on the graphics card than I am on my new console. Dude, poggers.
Trying to get to the adjustments.
There is tac mask in the. I didn't see tac mask when they were going through the perks in the alpha.
This is the place you want to be.
Yeah, it just seems like it has like a connector to basically every part of the map, just based on position.
Where's the content creator playlist?
Over to Zuma. The Italian stallion.
His audio's desync.
Yeah, might be.
So I wonder how long it's taking these guys.
So far, I'm liking this map though. This is like a Modern Warfare map. This seems more like a messy, or maybe like a Black Ops 1 map, something kind of messy like that.
Well, it's interesting too when you think about like maybe some higher level players. Like I struggle to sometimes look at the map, but like when you were competing and you were playing a high level, I think you told me your eyes were like on the mini map like 90% of the time.
It was a game within a game. Yeah, I mean you were about.
Well, the PS5 doesn't have any launch games that I'm super interested in, and I have like 300 Xbox games that are gonna like play better, so might as well go where my stuff is.
I think we're getting Noah J's audio. Okay, so now we're switching to Legion.
At least I'm positive.
Oh, yes, you are losing. But Legion, you're a winner. You were born a winner. And it's time to get pumping with the shotgun.
This shotty's out like quick fire right. Doof, doof, doof.
Yeah, I'm actually more likely to get like a 2080 or a 2070 soon for my PC, because I'm using a 1070, and it's not bad, but like, I don't know, there's just nothing on. I don't know. When I get my new desk and it's more comfortable for me to PC game, or maybe a nicer monitor, I might switch to like. I might buy Cold War and future games on PC, but like, Series X is probably gonna be the last console I buy before, and like PS5 and Series X are the last consoles I'm probably gonna buy, and then I'm probably gonna start building PC stuff. But like, man, it's so hard to justify like $700, $600 for a GPU.
That's just his hair now?
Yeah. You don't like it?
I mean, I don't have the luxury of hair, but if I had it, I wouldn't be doing that.
No?
Wow, they're just shitting on his fucking haircut.
What about your beard? What if we did this to your beard?
It might look cool, but it looks like he cut off like the edge of a mop.
I already have a 1070. I got a 1070 like last year. Got a super nice price on it. 1070 is fine, dude. What are you talking about?
We love you.
I hope they don't force crossplay. I don't want to play with PC players, not because like mouse and keyboard's so much stronger that I can't fight it. It's just that like I don't want to fight fucking potential modders. Because like we were playing hardcore on stream yesterday. I think everyone that was watching the stream was like pretty much like on the same page as me, thinking that like this dude was like straight up cheating. And he was clearly using mouse and keyboard, and it's just like, come on. 1070's obsolete? Not really. It's still a really good 1080p card, and that's what I need. I've never heard anybody call the 1070 obsolete unless they're a fucking elitist. So, like, the 1070 is fine. Like, statistically, it's absolutely fine. It gets good frame rates at 1440p. It's a really good 1080p card. But I kind of want to get, like, I don't need your 2080 Gamer Boy, dude. You sell that. You make some profit on that, dude. You're going to buy, like, a $700 graphics card. You might as well sell the one you got. Because 1080p isn't standard. Yeah, like, I have a 144 hertz 1080p monitor, so for that, like, a 1070 is absolutely flawless for my setup. The thing about PC gaming is it's sort of relative to, like, what you're going for. Well, that's the thing, yeah. I'm probably going to get, like, a 2080 or something, but, like, keeping up with PC hardware is retarded. Like, let's just admit, keeping up with PC hardware is kind of retarded. I'd rather buy a console every 6 years than just spending more than that on just making sure my PC has up-to-date, like, hardware. And if anything, for my computer, I need a terabyte SSD, a terabyte M.2 SSD, because, like, I need a bigger SSD. But, like, keeping up with PC hardware is like, oh, barf. It's way too expensive. And the fact that, like, the Series X has, like, the power of a 2080 Super is pretty impressive. Plus console optimization is pretty impressive. The fact that we're going to be getting, like, native 4K 60 FPS is perfectly fine for me. But then also a lot of shooters are going to be doing, like, 1440p, like, 120. It's like, that's fine with me. That works. What mic do I use? I use a Blue Yeti, just a standard Blue Yeti. Yeah, to be cost effective with a PC, you don't buy the latest stuff. Also, for me to get like a 3080 or like anything like that, I need to upgrade my power supply and my motherboard. So it's like, fuck, dude. The cross-gen edition allows you to play both Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and Series X. Not obviously all four, but you know what I mean. Specific to the console. Dude, the War Machine as a streak, I'm happy to see that back. Oh! The medal says Boomer. Oh my god, guys, the medal for using it says Boomer! It's the Boomer Gang! It's the Boomer Gang. Follow me on Twitter. See you, James Bond.
Joe, we're going to fill a little bit of time in chat here. I think we're going to start to watch. We've had some of the European POVs, but we've been watching a lot of some of the American influencers and streamers. We're going to be, hopping over to the European side of things and kind of showing how.
Ew, European people, gross. Yeah, if you're getting the next gen version, then yeah, you're gonna want cross gen. If getting a new console just for better graphics are missing the point, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. I feel like new consoles are getting, like, they're more and more neck and neck with PCs, especially now that we have SSDs now, which didn't take fucking long. I mean, it's so weird that, like, a long time ago, Xbox, like, it feels like a long time ago, released the Xbox One Elite, which had, like, a hybrid SSD HDD, which was, like, stupid, and they just didn't go for the SSD for the One X. I'm not saying consoles are better than PCs. I'm saying they're cheap and they're like really effective for what they do. Like games like big AAA games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla are going to be running at like 4K 60 on the Series X. The consistency of which, I don't know. So that's my alarm. Anyway. Yeah, the animations are a little downgraded compared to Modern Warfare. Yeah, and consoles are more convenient. And with stuff like Game Pass, they're also pretty fucking cost effective. But, of course, you do have to pay for online. But that's annoying, and that is annoying. Like, I have a gaming PC, I have a Switch, I have a PS4, I have a DS, I have an Xbox. And I like them for different things. I don't know why. I'm just comfortable with my console. I'm better with mouse and keyboard than I am with controller, too. But I don't know what it is. But the Series X and the PS5 are going to be the last consoles I probably buy. Depends on how the market goes. If new graphics cards are still, like, crazy, like, much more expensive than, like... If getting a new graphics card when it comes out is more expensive than a console in, let's say, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, then it's just not going to... It's hard for me to pull the trigger. It really is, because, like... Especially when you have to, like, upgrade your whole setup. When you have to upgrade your whole ass setup for, to get one new piece of hardware because your motherboard's sort of dated or doesn't have the right slot or your case isn't big enough, and then it starts adding up. And it starts to get quite expensive. Now, it's a good investment because PCs are more versatile, but for me, like, I need a PC that can, like, render and edit videos. So for that, I needed, like, RAM and a 1070 that was perfect. Like, that was what I focused on. And, of course, I have a 6-core processor. But, like, there's nothing... My life would probably be a little smoother with a better graphics card, an 8-core processor, an M.2 SSD for my gameplay would be great because I've been storing it on a hard drive, which makes editing a little tedious, but it depends. And, yeah, you can plug a PC into a TV, but, like, it's not as convenient to do so in my experience. Especially that the games that have weird ass controller support, but it's honestly neither here nor there. What it comes down to for me personally is I have a massive library of Xbox games, and the Series X guaranteed my pre-order when they said they're going to automatically enhance everything that it can. Like that's what the entire architecture behind the Series X is it'll just automatically enhance a game. Like it'll go, hey, I can run this game at a higher resolution. And so then that 360 game that I'm never buying for my PC, I'm never going to buy again. I already have it. You know, it just comes out better. Do you think it's going to be more fast-paced than Modern Warfare? From what I can see here, so that's actually, thank you for the $2, Scotty Man. What I think when it comes to the pacing of this game is it heavily looks like it's going to depend on the map. Oh, we got some gunsmith stuff going on screen here. It heavily looks like it's going to depend on the map. The maps seem to have a lot of variety between them. So when it comes down to it, Scotty, like it does look like it could be faster in one case, but it's mostly like it mostly gives me the vibe that it depends on the map. So kind of like Modern Warfare. Do you like the M91? Not really. After reviewing the M91 after its buff and checking in all the stats, the M91 is sort of a useless LMG. It's certainly usable. Like the M91 and the Bruin at this point are basically just okay. I love this lobby though. Look at this. So we're going back to Angola, doing some Central Africa, Angola. I like these loading screens. So I don't think the dune buggies are actually something you control, like throughout the game. It sort of just looks like that's the loading sequence. I thought these were going to actually be in the multiplayer. I don't know. The Series S looks great for the price. Yeah, but not being able to use physical media kind of sucks. It kind of limits you from like different deals you can get. The Series X for the price, honestly, is also pretty good. Like the fact that like Xbox just grabbed the lower end console market for casuals that just sort of want something to play, faster, better hardware, but just not pay out the nose for, and then like something for more like enthusiasts that are more interested in like graphics and bullshit. Like that's pretty cool. The transition to gameplay is, yeah, I like it. It's very smooth. No. The Series X... No, consoles are pretty much always made at a loss. And it is not possible to build a similar PC. The Series X is comparable to a RTX 2080 Super. It is not really something you can just build. It's got an 8-core processor clocked in at 3.6 gigahertz, I believe. It's custom architecture alone, the Velocity architecture, for combined with their custom SSD, their NVMe SSD. It would honestly already just run you way too much. Just like with the Xbox One X, you can't. At the time that the Xbox One X came out, you couldn't build a PC for that price that was comparable in terms of power. And then if you add on the Blu-ray drive, it also it's just, you can't build something comparable. Now, if you can go ahead and go on PC Part Picker and build me a 4K 60 gaming PC for $500, and I'll even say don't include the 4K Blu-ray drive, I'll be pretty excited. Yeah, so it's $500. Like the fact that you're spending $500, the same price that the One X was, and the original Xbox One was, for something that's considerably more powerful. Obviously, it should be. It's 6 years later, but you know what I mean. Yeah, hopefully there's an FOV slider for console. I haven't seen them talk about it here, and there will be a tangent. There will be a tangent, especially if they don't include it for the next gen versions. I'm going to be pissed because I don't want to cross play with PC. One of the reasons I don't like cross playing with PC players, because controller, okay, so mouse and keyboard is way better than controller, especially at longer distances. The only place where the controller kind of wins is that little bit of aim assist rotation helps in close range, but fuck, I turn off aim assist rotation anytime I can because I find it to be distracting. But either way, moving forward here, the thing is with playing with a PC player is their FOV is so much wider. Yeah, they're extra frames, they have a more precise aiming thing, whatever, an aiming tool like the mouse. But that's the thing, right? A 4K 60 PC for $500, please make it for me. So that's the thing with, what am I trying to say? When it comes down to it, when I'm playing against a PC player, I'm not really worried about their mouse and keyboard or their FPS. I'm concerned about them being able to literally see more than I can. They're not seeing more frames, okay? That's not going to win you gunfights if you suck. Frames aren't going to win you gunfights if you're bad. So if they're worse than me, I'm going to win, and I've proven that fighting PC players in Modern Warfare. Exclusive Ace and I, when the game came out, Exclusive Ace and I played together, and we actually made a team of PC players that were trash talking rage quit. So no, if you're bad, you're bad. Doesn't matter. But when you can literally see me in your peripheral before I can see you, that sucks. And the thing is, controller, people that say they're better, this is better on controller or that's better, it really comes down to what you're better with. Because technically a mouse makes controlling recoil so much better. It's why playing Battlefield 4 on PC is such a different experience than console, because you're not relying on any aim assist pull or rotation or any garbage like that. You're able to just pull down the mouse slightly. Controlling recoil is easier on PC, but you could be better at doing it on controller. It really comes down to what you're comfortable with. Some people don't like playing at a desk with a keyboard and mouse. They find it to be uncomfortable for their back even because they don't really know how to sit right. It's subjective. There's really no right answer. It's just kind of play however you're comfortable. The problem is the FOV is the only thing that I consider to be a primary advantage. An objective advantage is the FOV. The One X didn't really fail. The One X was pretty nice. It pushed a lot of limits that consoles hadn't pushed before. I really don't see how it was a fail. Because people couldn't build 60 FPS 1800p machines. Because like a lot of like games on the One X don't run at full native 4K 60 FPS, but they'll run at like 60 FPS above 1440p. And people couldn't build a PC that could do that at the time when it came out, so it didn't really fail. It provided something to a console market that the PC market couldn't get for the same price, plus the multimedia features of like being able to pop in an Ultra HD Blu-ray, which, you know, you might think that's just for casuals, but like hell, like they look good if you have the TV for it. Like if you were somebody that bought like a QLED HDR enabled like TV in 2017, like you bought like a QLED TV 4K, you know, and you got an Xbox One X, like it ran like that was perfect. That was the perfect compatibility tool because it provided really great visuals on a really great budget. Now, 3 years later, the Series X is that same price point, but just better all the way around. Not really. Soup falls through forks. You'd have to have a very curved fork. I feel like being an elitist doesn't solve anything. I feel like you can know something, like you have more like skill potential on a mouse and keyboard, but like then console players come along and make PC players rage quit because PC players think that they should just win everything because they don't understand how your fork keeps picking up the soup. It's about the person, not really the device. At the end of the day, like you can just sort of, you know, figure that out. Yeah, the War Machine looks like it's going to be a little overpowered, but like I'm not minding it too much. Like I feel it's going to be good. Well, you kind of are. I mean, you might not be an elitist, but in case you don't realize it, you do sound like one. I'm just saying, man. Like not everybody wants to shell out $600 for like a piece of PC hardware. People don't really want. Some people aren't interested in investing in long-term hardware. They just want something that, you know, looks current and runs well and is sort of carefree. Like I don't know, I feel like control, like I don't know. And when it comes to like controllers versus mouse and keyboard, again, it really just depends on like the person behind it. Some people genuinely don't like sitting a certain way. They don't like playing a certain way. They don't like being certain distance from their monitor. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Matching the Series X costs about $700 for PC parts. That's the thing too, but if you try to build a 4K 60 FPS machine for $700, you're going to be cutting some fucking corners. At least that's what it was in 2017. That's the last time I really looked, was 2017 when the Xbox One X was coming out. Cuz I know that my girlfriend my girlfriend and her brother built a PC in 2015. Whoa, was that 2015? 2015, 2016. She built a PC. Her and her brother built a PC with some extra parts. And for $800, it was nowhere near a 4K 60 machine. So like it's hard. Of course, that's years ago. That's like years ago now. And now you might be able for $700 to make a 4K 60 FPS machine, but I'd have to see it to believe it. It doesn't sound right in my head. Because 4K, like 2160, playing at like a native 2160p at 60 frames per second and holding that frame rate. And that's where the real test is. That's why I look forward to reviewing the Series X. Because I'm going to probably buy games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I'll be able to be like, hey, this doesn't work if it doesn't, you know? So just letting you guys know, this guy's freaking the fuck out. I will say, like, yeah, by the way, all donations and everything for the next couple of, like, months are going to me being able to cover the Series X and talk about everything it does for multiple AAA titles and stuff like that. So that's going to be really fun. Like, my winter, other than the thing that's coming, because there is a big surprise coming that I look forward to unveiling for you guys. When it comes down to it, I look forward to covering Black Ops Cold War here and the Series X. That's my winter. If I was made of money, I could do the PS5 as well, but... $4K 60 is hard nowadays because a lot of games don't support dual GPUs perfectly. That's fair. What's the best way to get the 3 orange square? Oh, yeah, dude, that just shows up. Can't move the... Well, left side, can't move the Xbox or router to fix the Wi-Fi range. I'm normally around... Okay. If you're on Wi-Fi, you're just sort of screwed. If you can't plug in an Ethernet cable and you're at 70 to 60% signal quality, you're just going to have packet loss. You're going to have bad ping, buddy. I'm sorry, Ghost Wolf. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Dr. Disrespect isn't here. Apparently the cost of the streaks got put out, and the highest known streak is 10 times more points than the lowest. 600 versus 6,000. Okay. Well, if it's 6,000, that makes sense why it persists. That is not guaranteed. There is not everybody... 6,000 scores a lot. Now, if there's going to be a score multiplier for going on a streak, then it will promote you to stay alive, but 6,000 score is considerable. I have 2 Wi-Fi bar, 0 packet loss. Do you? No. If you have wow, I guess you could just get a better router. But like, if he's far away from his router, then that's not gonna. I mean, 2 bars and no packet loss. That's a tough sell, buddy. 2 bars, no packet loss is okay. Because you can straight up just lose packets with bad signals, so that is actually impressive if that's the case. Dynamic resolution should be a thing in every game. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I really don't know how looping streaks is going to work. I know after you call it in, it's on a cooldown, so I don't think you'll be able to get 2 chopper gunners in a game very easily at all. But I don't know. Yeah, persistence, I don't know. They shouldn't have fucked with it. I feel like that's unnecessary. I think you should have specialist streaks, support streaks, and kill streak and score streaks. So you can have like support score streaks where they're not lethal, but they persist. That could be like your UAV, your CUAV. And then you could have, you know, lethal score streaks, which are like your airstrikes and whatever, and then your specialists. I think that would have been good. Yeah, it feels like you could maybe only potentially, realistically get 1 chopper gunner per game because it takes 6,000 score to, let's say it takes like 5,000 score. It takes 5,000 score to get up there and get that. And then after that, you call it in and it's on a cooldown where you can't earn towards it anymore. Like that, how are you going to get 2 of those in a game? But yeah, I'm kind of happy that mounting isn't back. Like, I like mounting, but I understand why people don't like it. And it did promote head glitching in annoying areas. So I will say, like, that being gone is good. Gunsmith, I like that it's just, like, the standard for COD. I knew it was going to be there because they added it to COD Mobile, right? Like, they knew. Yes, they did. Body armor was a bad addition. Hey, Hayes, what's up? Wow, this reveal is pretty cool. Like, they're just sort of... They're not fucking around. They're just like, okay, here's our shiz. They took long. Like, honestly, you take this long to reveal Call of Duty's multiplayer, you better just be able to give me the shiz. And this is a lot of shiz to take in, guys. So far, nothing's sticking out to me. Everything is like, other than the streak thing, everything's just sort of, it's gameplay. It's COD gameplay. Minimap is back to normal, yeah, for sure. So, like, and there doesn't seem to be any of that fog of war bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. It could the score streak system could be fine, but I'm gonna say on paper I find it to be a little annoying. Dead silence is a perk, yes. Yeah, it's called Ninja. It allows you, but it doesn't say you don't have super quiet movement. It says move quieter while sprinting, or you're quieter while sprinting. So it didn't say that like you're silent all the time. It was like you can basically sprint without making as much noise. The map seemed too big for 6v6. Yeah. We've seen a good amount of 12v12 though. So I don't know. I'm okay with big maps and stuff though. That they seem to flow okay, but we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, shotguns as secondaries does sort of. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a fart noise. I'm gonna give that a fat fart noise. Yeah, basically, so the created class, guys, is Modern Warfare's created class system, plus your field upgrade is class dependent, and you have wild cards where you can just have one wild card can equal 6 perks, or one wild card can give you 8 attachments, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, hopefully get like a new. I want a noob tube and a flamethrower. I would like that actually. So these guys were playing hardpoint. That's probably why that looked like it was so like hardpoint's so good for large maps because it like forces it forces the entire map to sort of like everyone on the map to like converge into this location and then converge into this location, so the gameplay keeps moving. So it looks like it might be another year of me playing a lot of hardpoint, just in general. But I kind of do want Nuketown to return because this is a boots on ground Call of Duty that has no specialists, and so yeah, especially since like Shipment as a map kind of broke me. Like when it comes to like Shipment, it's not even a real map in my opinion. It's the laziest interpretation of what a Call of Duty map or an FPS map should be. At least Nuketown is a map, and it's definitely cooler than Shoot House. So like, I want it to come back because it's a boots on ground COD game without specialist abilities. So I would actually like that. Oh no, they said all the standard game modes would be there. So that'd be like kill confirmed, team deathmatch, hardpoint, domination, free for all. Hopefully we get to capture the flag. This hardpoint in this little rock area is kind of cozy. My latency is 52 milliseconds, wire strength 78%, download 0% packet loss. Well, that's what that, well, you might, okay, yeah, your console might read no packet loss when doing a speed test, but it might lose packets when you're playing an FPS game. That's sort of the annoying thing about speed tests on consoles or PCs even, is that, yeah, the speed test doesn't lose any packets, but then when you go play an FPS game and your router's suddenly working a lot harder, you get that little icon in the corner of your screen that means I'm missing data. Do you like the Cold War theme of this COD? I really do. I really like the aesthetic and style of this COD. I don't like the aesthetic and style of Nameless, though. He needs to wear different clothes and get a new haircut. I'm saying that. The thing is my haircut that people often make fun of adds to my boyish charm. He looks like the barber quit halfway through. Like, I really, that score streak system is weird. I like score streaks. I don't, oh, they're talking about stuff. Hold on.
Post-launch seasons. Stuff like new maps, new modes, new base weapons, and more will be rolled out for free for players across the post-launch seasons of the game, just like Modern Warfare did last year.
This is awesome. So does that mean that just by playing, I can keep getting access to all sorts of new multiplayer content every few weeks or so?
Yeah, exactly. And from what I've been told, Treyarch's got solid plans for post-launch multiplayer content, and they're going to roll out a lot more detail on this before launch.
Jess, you've got the knowledge hookup.
I know
So
it.
a lot of people are also wondering how Black Ops Cold War will take advantage of the next-gen consoles, and specifically the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, right. And so new console years are always super exciting because devs can bring fans these awesome experiences in all their glory by using the power of these new consoles. Treyarch and crew are focused on taking advantage of 5 key features for Black Ops fans. First off is higher refresh rate.
They didn't talk about prestigious
Cold
just
War
then, I don't
can take
think.
advantage of the PS5's ability to run at 120 hertz. So if you've got a display that's 120 hertz capable, as a player, that's going to translate into cut down input lag, which is going to give you a really smooth gameplay experience.
I like the sound of that, Jess, and I know resolution is always a big one for players too. Maxing out the 2 gives you this super clear, smooth image that creates an edge of multiplayer. The Treyarch crew is leveraging the additional memory that the PS5 provides so the team can build true 4K gameplay.
Yeah, and to make everything look that much better, the team are tapping into the ray tracing tech available for PS5. This is all about creating the most realistic lighting and effects. Treyarch is using ray tracing with their photogrammetry captured environments and
it'll
characters,
look a lot
which
better
is
on
when
Series
you
X,
digitally
but
scan an
okay,
object in the
Sony,
real world
go off,
and recreate
sis.
it nearly perfectly in-game, and combines it with what's called a photometric lighting system. Basically, you end up with this absolutely beautiful HDR 4K experience on the PS5 with some of the most realistic looking environments yet.
Yeah, that all sounds awesome, Jess, but sound and feel are also just as important in the multiplayer experience, especially in a game like COD.
Yeah, Good call. And Cold War will take advantage of both 3D audio and haptic feedback.
You'll never know if skill-based
Cold War
matchmaking
takes
is coming
advantage
back.
of PS5 tech that allows them to create true 3D audio.
Ooh.
This
I know,
creates a sound
Sony's-
image in front of, behind, below, and above you. In multiplayer, you're going to get the most advanced directional feedback from your environment. So weapons will sound differently based on the point of origin. Footstep direction and distance are going to be super clear. You guys get the picture. It's
not
all
just
designed
about
to help you
teraflops
know
now.
where your enemies are within a 3D sound space. And to help translate all of that into literal feel, Cold War multiplayer uses every bit of the haptic feedback systems in the new DualSense controller. So the vibrations and the triggers are more advanced than they've ever been in terms of telling you exactly what's happening with the weapon in your hands
That
or the
just
vehicle you're
secured my
driving when you
pre-order
play.
of a PS5.
Damn,
My
so this
controllers
sounds
will
like it's going to be
vibrate.
wild on PS5. Thanks for the
Wow.
rundown, Jess. Now
It's
let's
gonna
gear
be
up for our
wild
first
on
look at a brand
PS5.
new mode
God, I hate
called
this
VIP
man.
Escort.
Yes, I am so excited for VIP Escort. You know, like we've said earlier, it's a 6v6 VIP Escort. So this time we're going to be playing on Crossroads. It's a huge map, much bigger than what we've seen before. So that's really going to affect
actually doesn't
the
help
way
lesser
that
skilled
our
players at all.
pros and our influencers are playing. And of course, depending on which side you are on, you are either trying to kill the VIP or rescue them. So, you know, that's enough hearing about it. I really want to see some more gameplay. Murph, Maven, take it away.
Jess just killed that.
She's crushing it.
Yeah, she's.
Shut. Okay, they're so annoying. Okay, why does my mouse and keyboard not vibrate? So, yeah, PS5 is going to have the best experience with it being considerably weaker than the Series X. But either way, yeah, I look forward to seeing how ray tracing works on a console that's actually built to ray trace. I look for and like higher end PCs, of course. I also look forward to seeing how it works with how the frame rate holds up on a console with a weaker CPU. God, Sony's so fucking annoying. Like, let's not be console war people. It's just that Sony is touting the weaker console. Yes, it's strong in exclusives. Don't get me wrong. But we're talking about multi-plat games here, so let's focus. Let's stay on topic there. They're touting a weaker console, paying Treyarch to be like, hey, say it's the best here, when it's factually incorrect. Can you imagine if id Software would have been like, the Nintendo Switch is the best place to play Doom? Like, you'd be like, no, it's the best place to play portable Doom. So for the PlayStation 5, although it has its strong suits, I will be buying a PS5 after they've gotten like a nice little library of games and I've beaten my PS4 games. You know, so next summer I will be getting a PS5, guys. No cap. I will be doing that. But it's irritating to me that Sony thinks that putting their name in front of everything somehow like undoes the fact that they are providing the weaker technical machine. And the fact that Sony fans, again, this gun customization is actually making me horny. I'm actually good. I'm about to bust. Oh, anyway, the fact that Sony is touting the weaker console and putting their name in front of everything as if people won't go look up specs. The thing is games are important when it comes to consoles. Marco, stop donating. It's a reaction stream. Don't donate during these. I'll do them more. Thank you so much, Marco. Sorry I don't have the alert on right now because I don't want it to like show up on screen and interrupt the gameplay. So I'm sorry. We'll get more footage of zombies soon. Don't worry. Ooh, here's some M16 gameplay. I love that the sights are on top of the carry handle. You guys know that like in the Black Ops 1 menu, it shows somebody with like a sight on top of their carry handle, like in the BO1 menu. And like you can't do that though in the game. I love that look. I have so many like history books that have these like guys that have a sight on their like carry handle. Looks so much cooler. Thank you, Marco, for simping, buddy. Okay, so this is VIP on this new. Okay, this is VIP on the new snowy map, which I think is kind of cool. A Wi-Fi range extender could help you, but if your Wi-Fi signal is weak initially, it might not. If your ISP is inconsistent initially, it again might not. He is teabagging his teammate. That's fucking hilarious. And sometimes Wi-Fi extenders lose precious data. Like it extends the signal, but the data through the signal is actually somehow like it has to bounce between 2 points. So maybe try it. Do you guys really want like? Do you guys want to listen to them talk? Okay.
Oh, okay, got my elimination. Yeah. So the down mechanic
like,
is just like blackout, by the way.
Because it's just gonna be them talking.
Okay,
and then like gunshots.
Interesting. So you kind of hear some comparisons to,
Protect me, Caesar.
something like Blackout or Warzone, like a BR with the down mechanic.
Oh, he's trying to stay alive. Scum's the VIP. You see the spy plane is able to help his team out.
But I don't die.
That's the confidence.
Oh, he's getting baited by the down player. The smoke comes out. He's going to push on through it.
You ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready for it. Yep, there's the smoke. And I think this is really what the dev team was talking about. The smoke
this is
beam,
cool.
where the smoke goes out. And there we go. He is out of there. The VIP extracted.
Gets the kill with the pistol.
Yeah, he's like, these guys.
Comes in as well.
He's just leaving his team too. Yeah. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm the important one.
That's
I'll
pretty
see
sick.
you guys later.
And somewhere Nick is still
I like
showing
it.
Bobby extra love.
My ass itches.
But more snowmobile plays.
Everybody.
As they're pushing to get
No team bagging. I love seeing a Battlefield Friends reference.
Oh, well, that's one way to end. So you've seen
Nice,
the
Marco.
extraction round win. There you've seen the other way of doing it, smoking the VIP player. Another way to do it.
I don't know if that was the start of the round and that VIP didn't know what they were doing.
Might have been, Joe.
Yeah,
Might have been.
They lost their team in the round and maybe record history.
That was a very fast round, yes. Where'd he go, Hachi?
Oh no, yeah. So skill-based matchmaking, in the way that it works in Modern Warfare, in my experience, doesn't actually benefit worse players.
Deep brush.
The reason it doesn't is because like a lot of times a bad player has to be carried by a stronger player because of the way it matchmakes, and so the bad players still end up losing and getting into these really sweaty lobbies.
Is there pool travel in this? No. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Our teammate through.
It's probably the VIP apologizing. The VIP got taken down. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
They tried to go for it. Look right here. He was trying to extract. Somebody made the play.
Just right through the smoke, gets the kill. Now Nagataga's POV. Well, he hits one shot, but his teammate drops the pistol strong enough to do it.
Wait, so they just took the snowmobile and just went forward.
There's a fucking B-23R in this bullshit. I know it's not that, but
I actually rode a snowmobile.
It is.
Well, no, I was just cracking up because that said 6 live versus.
Yeah, that is a dual 30-round mag on this dude's Type 63. Why didn't 8 dots get the...
No, I actually haven't.
When I grew up in Pennsylvania, I was snowmobile all over the place.
I don't believe you.
No, 100%. Really? Oh, yeah, it was so fun. I was basically a snowmobile expert, so I'm probably going to be good at it this game, too.
I'm jet skied. I haven't snowmobiled.
All right, okay. Please, I just need to see somebody catch a snowmobile to the face.
And that's what we all want.
I love these snowmobiles on this map, dude.
That's what everybody's
I'm excited to play this map. It looks fun.
But it's like, it's tough, because it's one of those vehicles where you're like...
Yeah, the PS5 is super capable. It's a solid next-gen machine. And it's going to have some great games later on, for sure. Like, my favorite games I've played this entire year are PS4 games.
Yes, you know what to do. Maybe you hear us somehow. Please.
It's pro players and streamers. Ace is unfortunately not here for it, which sucks.
From the down player point of view, yeah, it very much looks like Blackout. You can move. You can sort of use a third-person camera to help your team out. Hello, sir. Hey, please revive me. Okay, the revive's off, and that's actually a pretty quick revive.
Yeah, that was really fast.
Can he get out? Can he get out? Can he get out? Oh, it's a 6v1. He'll probably get out.
That's pretty sick. I like this game mode. I really like this game mode.
I think that was their 4th on the board, so they're in the chopper. They're out of there. There is victory for Gataga and company.
I like it.
And this is one of those modes, though, that I think it's going to take time to really showcase how.
Oh my god, I'm tired.
You really kind of need to learn to play this.
I get it.
Strategies and teamwork.
There's nothing in this that's like crazy. That's one of the things, like when Call of Duty stopped doing like crazy gimmicks with like specialists and shit.
Seems like this could be a whole lot of fun.
So like when they stopped doing like crazy specialists and stuff, when they reveal gameplay, it's not this like crazy experience for me anymore.
It's almost like it's not a great comparison, but yeah, almost like Blackout, like S&D had a baby or something, kind of in a way.
Yeah, me too.
But I love stuff like that. Like you think about what has become one of our favorite modes, like Control. Control's sort of like Hardpoint, Dom, and Search had a kind of mixed together. Like sometimes you'll like combine.
Didn't Courage start with Call of Duty? Most of the people here, I think, that started with Call of Duty.
This is great. Treyarch just incredibly creative. And I'm looking forward to playing this one for sure.
I like the vehicles. I like that there's vehicles.
You hear all the creators talk about it. Midnight's like, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but Priesta with the XM4.
Which is one of those has a little bit of a learning curve.
I like the way the XM4 looks. The Commando, the Car 15. I like it. It's more Call of Duty, nothing more or less. Yeah, it's like it's got some like cool stuff like vehicles. I like that they're getting unique with the maps. This game's getting more unique with maps than I ever expected it to. Like having that one map that's just boats and above water with jet skis around. Like that is incredible. Yeah, this game mode, I'm not playing this game mode with randoms. Exactly, Jake. This game mode with randoms looks like it would actually give me an ulcer.
That's a round loss. They still have the 2-1 edge.
You should get in a call with Prestigious Key, maybe. I think he's streaming right now, so I don't think that's gonna work. Like, I didn't hate Future COD, I just don't want it right now because I had so much of it.
So you can see the pace of the game can be crazy.
So it's gonna be worse than Safeguard because like you don't want like to be downed and then have a random just leave you there to die. This snowmobile, this whole dynamic of like snowmobiles going into combat on this larger map is so dope. I love this.
You sure do.
You know, that's the important questions, right? Do I have a horn?
And what sort of cosmetic horns am I going to be able to get?
I like the sound of it.
Looks like a mobile game, dude. You must be playing some dope-ass mobile games.
There's suppressors on everything. Like, it's just nice to kind of hear.
I heard that about Avengers too. I feel like that's becoming the thing that people that don't have anything to say.
It's like I didn't realize how much I missed it until I'm like hearing somebody's
sometimes I'll load up into a pub and I'm like, oh, after playing Warzone for a while, right? You're like, that's what that sounds like again.
I think you maybe could get the snowmobile in the building. She kind of hit it at an angle, unfortunately.
Now that's like the one thing I guess like the nerd in me.
It actually looks like COD Mobile. It does. Not at all, actually. No, what? This looks like COD Mobile to you, okay.
3D audio stuff should be awesome. Let's go.
Snipes coming in, Sim going big. It looks like they were able to win this game. So, almost heard what he said. But Priesta looks like he's the VIP.
No, there's no stims.
He's only got 8 bullets in the clip. Take it. Just trying to get out of there.
You're not gonna play if there's too many campers? Dude, your profile picture is Woods from Black Ops 1. Did you enjoy Black Ops 1? I can't... How are people talking about, like, the detail on the guns? With this resolution, I can't tell. I have to actually get, like... I have to see. Only want 14... If you don't care about 4K, you only want 1440p at high frames, then I don't really know. The 1X would not be your thing then. You'd want either like the Series. I guess you could get the Series S, but if you only care about 1440p at high frames, then you could get a nice budget computer that can do that. But then like if you're not into like 4K 60 ray tracing HDR nonsense, then like you could totally just get like a nice like budget PC that can do 1440p like that.
Yes. Okay. So pause the clock. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like the rotation pays off. Got it.
Like the guns actually have a fair amount of it's the resolution I think that's hurting it, because like when you watch it go to Gunsmith and it's actually zooming in on the guns in Gunsmith and there's not a lot of pixelization because it can kind of just focus on the single image, the guns actually have a lot of like little scuffs and scratches and stuff on there. Yeah, it is the resolution because like, but also I don't mind the idea of the guns being sort of clean and not already beat up. I kind of like clean, polished guns, but it's fine. To each their own. But I do see a lot of definition in like the wood grain when I was looking at like the wood grain and everything had like some like imperfections and stuff, which look pretty nice in the Gunsmith. Yeah, it looks easy to extract, but like even what the commentators are saying here, like it's sort of like hard.
All he's saying there, as I translate, is he's frying the lobby, Joe.
Yeah, it's his favorite weapon. He's loving this mode.
Yeah.
He needs some help. He's please help us. Please help me.
But thank you so much, Nico, for the $5. I feel like you should get a gaming PC if you want 1440p at high frames.
Maybe it looks that way because you come so far.
But the Series X will do 120 FPS.
I can't call that.
You know how, like,
So I just don't know for how many games. I would maybe just wait a bit.
Well,
But thanks again,
somebody
Nico.
help him, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the penguin's coming.
Oh, if you want disc, then yeah, get a Series X.
Yes.
It has 120 frames. Like they even confirmed 120 frames for this game. So
No problem.
imagine thinking this looks like a mobile game. I know that's
Yeah, it seems like smokes are just gonna be huge in this. I thought he threw a smoke, but maybe.
No, I think it was a stunt.
Oh yeah, I thought he threw a smoke at first. Like, where did he even
Can he get him? Can he get him?
you should look up the specs comparison.
2 down, 3 down,
Oh, he's
1 more
going
there.
big. Push it. One more. Push it. Go for it. Win it. Oh!
He knows it's so close. It's so close to a clip.
No! So close to making the round-winning play. Can his teammate clutch up though? No! The extraction was there.
He needed like one more bullet.
One more bullet.
PC elitists, they do bother me because I play on both. Like I play on a nice PC. I play on console, multiple consoles, and it's so fucking unnecessary. There's no killing hit marker.
I wish he would have went like low right.
That would be kind of cool if depending on that would actually be a really nice feature.
You're in that position, you're clutching up.
Percival? Yeah.
That is a W.
I like your idea because like for this map, then your gun would get like some snow on it, some dirt on it, and then like on the sandy map it'd get dusty.
Choke that round. We're switching who's playing.
Kind of cool.
Oh, they don't know. They don't know why. They don't know why. It's because they're like trying to switch classes. He's like, why do I have a pistol here? A pistol life. What?
This thing's like console peasants don't bother me. There are some console peasants that are like super misinformed, but they don't bug me because superiority is always going to crush like ignorance in terms of irritation. Because console peasants, the problem people have is that console peasants get like way too high and mighty about their consoles, but it's like, or not high and mighty about their consoles, but they just sort of accept them. But there's nothing wrong with somebody accepting like the lower tier option. Bragging that your computer's just so much better than everybody else's is like super, just much more obnoxious.
You know what to do. It doesn't matter that you're the VIP.
Can you pick up weapons? No, you're the VIP. You're the VIP.
What do you think about dark matter? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know what the camos are gonna look like.
Nah, I figured you couldn't just because the fact that everyone we saw had a pistol. I figured you'd have the option to. Those are ambitious shots.
I think getting mad at console peasants is it's like I don't know, people gaming on a budget and like wanting to like thing is console peasants only exist because of elitists, and the elitists only exist because of the console peasants. So, but the peasants are just people that are buying something more cost-effective for themselves.
No, there was a bullet whizzing by.
It didn't hit him though.
It doesn't matter.
Sometimes you just gotta hold it, Joe. You just gotta believe.
I'll be honest with you. In most lobbies, I would say yes. In these lobbies today, I'd probably say
maybe
no.
not.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, when you fetishizing your product to the point that like you can't accept any of its flaws, that's a problem. But the problem is PC elitists aren't people that like their streamer volume. Okay, I'm gonna complain about this. Their streamer volume of like the people they're watching and then their commentary, it's so much fucking noise. It's giving me a fucking headache. It's two voices overlapping and I can't understand them. No, actually, you don't eliminate one; just the other fades away. So, the thing is that PC elitists are literally the ones that are going out of their way to essentially boil down to, I have more money than you, I have more than you, and so I'm always going to root for the people that maybe blindly stand by a piece of plastic than the people that tout theirs like it's literally the only thing they should be doing. Like, you know what I mean? Coming off as superior is always going to be more irritating to most people. Superiority versus ignorance, I'm always going to root for the ignorant person because I feel like I can educate the ignorant person, whereas the superior person already thinks they're right. Like, the ignorant person hopes they're right. They're clinging to some sort of concept that maybe potentially they're not making the wrong choices, whereas a superior person just fucking thinks that they have stumbled across the fucking arc of truth and nobody can tell them otherwise. Superiority is always more irritating. It's not really rich versus poor. Sometimes it's preference. There are people that like can afford incredibly nice computers that enjoy playing on an Xbox, and they just do. They like Game Pass. There's some games they don't believe that need a PC. Like, do you need a nice gaming PC to play Worms WMD? No. You know, it doesn't matter. But like, I don't know, when it comes down to it, like there's so much you know, fanboy, like fetishizing a product though is bad. Like, there are people that they won't criticize Xbox. They shit on everybody else for having a different platform. They won't criticize their PlayStations. But there's also people that believe that there's no reason that you shouldn't own a gaming PC like they do, and that's also just absolutely wrong. Like, everybody should invest in a $1,400 gaming PC because it's better in the long run is sort of an egregious concept to me. These guys are talking again, so I am turning off my brain. I feel like they're done showing anything new. I don't want to be wrong, but I've been streaming now for almost 3 hours. I've been sitting here for 3 hours. That's crazy. The 30 series is $500 for the cheapest one. Yeah, exactly. Xbox One controllers are compatible with Series X. Yeah, as long as they have the new ones with Bluetooth. If they don't have Bluetooth, then you can plug it in with the USB. Ugh, dude, R6 Quarantine, I'm pretty sure was the final nail in Tom Clancy's coffin. I'm pretty disappointed that they're doing that. Yeah, I don't want to sit for like 100 fucking hours here. Yeah, PlayStation's really like stuck in the proprietary, my console's new, so you need to adapt to it thing, where like you need to like buy new hardware and you need to just, you know, sort of, we'll give you backwards compatibility that's selective, and the Series X is just Xbox. And that's nice. And you guys see on my wall behind me, I have lots of stuff. I need to put my Switch box underneath my Xbox One box though. Yeah, we're just trying to enjoy and play games in our own ways, and everything's subjective. Like, I've seen people get picked on for enjoying and like talking about their Xbox One S. I have seen people get shit on for playing on an Xbox One S, and that's the budget console. If they had to buy a One S, like, fucking leave them alone, you know? Like, that's like, I'm not saying like that person had to be poor. Like, I don't know what that person's life story is. But why would you shit on somebody for having a 1S? Like, that's a really good entry-level budget console and a really good way to get into current-gen gaming. And the Series S is going to be the same thing. I don't know. It's frustrating. Yeah, Xbox doesn't really have any exclusives, but the thing is that the whole just buy, like, they simultaneously do the just buy a PC thing, and then they also do the thing where they make a console that's far more cost effective up front than a PC is. So that's pretty smart. But technically, yeah, Xbox has a shit ton more games because of like their full backwards compatibility with Xbox One, and then of course the 360 backwards compatible games, and then the Xbox original backwards compatible games. You know, no service you have to pay for or anything. If you have a disc, if you have the fact that I can go take a 360 disc and throw it into the Series X and play a game blows my mind. Like, that's what a console should be. It should be an open door. It should be because it's people like it for the lower entry fee and for the more like the less complicated nature. I really am so happy I can go grab a 360 game off my shelf and throw it in the brand new Xbox console in 2020, and it just runs. And then it auto-enhances it. That's the whole thing, is that it will auto-enhance games, increasing resolution and frame rate if possible. And I hope that works well. I'm going to look forward to testing it and reviewing it. Because that concept is literally saying game doesn't matter when the game came out, it's worth your time. Play it, enjoy it in the best way possible. And that's fantastic. Yeah, the haptic triggers are pretty fucking useless. Yeah, these maps are very... I know I'm talking about consoles, because the Xbox One X got its price revealed today. The Series X got its price revealed today. But I will say, what I like about Cold War the most... Let's talk about that, because I think... Oh, they're doing some more... look at this. So you get, like, the sprint out speed. Everybody loves Butters. You get this, like... So plus 18% sprint out speed... You get the 4 mags, 32 rounds per mag. It actually shows this information. Like, Exclusive Ace is out of a fucking job. And yeah, these guns are really clean, but you can see there's some impurities around the slide here. Where the slide would be moving, there's some of the metal sort of shredded right here. Sort of phased off. Come on, go to Gunsmith. There we go. So we have so many optic options. Come on, just go into Gunsmith. I swear to God, I want to see the Gunsmith. I swear. It is crazy, yeah. Like Call of Duty in 2014 was getting SSLR. It had HDR. HDR lighting was in Call of Duty Ghosts, but we didn't have like HDR displays and stuff that really took advantage of it. And so like the fact that we're getting ray tracing now with Black Ops Cold War is pretty crazy. And the fact too that it's gonna be running, like, I want to know how fast these loading times are gonna be on the Series X and PS5s with those fucking sick ass SSDs. And those much faster processors, because oh my god, what bottlenecks the Xbox One X heavily is its processor's bunk. It is an old processor. It is the biggest bottleneck of the system. So I look forward to seeing like what a powerful GPU and a console does when it's not bottlenecked by a separate piece of hardware. They really did a good job of streamlining the hardware for the Series X. People haven't been able to find any like definitive bottlenecks. Yeah, the Miami map does look too dark, but it's hard to tell with some of these streamer settings. Like, one streamer, I don't know who it was, had the brightness... Maybe it's this guy. This guy's pretty... But it's still pretty dark. I think they should maybe add some extra lights. Maybe not, like, change the overall lighting, because I do like how moody it is, but maybe just add, like, turn on some more lights, I think. I have not played Cursed Halo. Ooh, Ghost also had fish AI. Yeah. HDR was actually first implemented in Ghosts. That was the first game. If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at the IW engine, it was high dynamic range was added with that version of the IW engine. Now, Black Ops 2 definitely got rid of bloom, which definitely made colors pop more because they didn't have the fucking garbage bloom. But I'm pretty sure, because if I look in that Wikipedia page of the IW engine and like how it adapted, it was the change that they did for Ghosts was they implemented HDR lighting. I'm excited for the new Xbox UI. Yeah, I look forward to it being maybe snappy. Hey, Warrior Keens, nice to see you, man. I mean, the thing is like the Xbox is kind of like cementing itself as the everything system. It's like the multiplat system. It's like the best place to play console multiplats. So like saying there's no reason to buy it because MCC's on PC, I don't know. Like, I love Halo, but I'm buying my Series X so that I can play stuff like the new Battlefield, new Call of Duty and stuff on a console that isn't like incredibly dated. No, I think HDR as a concept has been around for a long time, but the first Wikipedia entry for the IW engine says that HDR was introduced with Ghost. So the fact that we're going to get 4K, 60 FPS, HDR, and then ray tracing in a fucking Call of Duty game on console is fucking mind-blowing to me. Does everyone come in last? Oh, I mean, for in the VIP mode, yes. VIP mode, people get downed. Actually, the PlayStation and Xbox have pretty like neck and neck sales numbers. Where PlayStation was really winning was the Japanese market because Xbox doesn't import. And that's why Xbox stopped sharing their sales numbers, is because the total number of sales was lower, but where the Xbox was actually able to compete, because they don't compete in Japan and other countries, in the UK and in the US, the sales are about neck and neck between the Xbox and PlayStation, and the One S. Getting all these names mixed up. The One S really cemented that as well, because the One S was so affordable. It's in a lot of people's homes, and more people, at least in my local area, have One S's compared to PlayStations. But like the thing is that a lot of PlayStation exclusives, like the most like mass applicable PlayStation exclusive that most people were excited for was Spider-Man, because a lot of people, like it's hard to imagine, right? But like not everybody like flipped their shit over God of War. Most people were excited, like most of the average people that were playing video games were excited for stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2. And that played best on Xbox One X because it didn't have a PC version. And so like that sold a lot of Xbox One X's. And in fact, and Microsoft knew that and bundled the Red Dead Redemption 2 with the One X, because they knew so many people were going to buy the One X just to play the best version of Red Dead Redemption 2. So like not every PlayStation exclusive was a console seller, and that's sort of the misconception I hear from PlayStation players a lot. They act as if every single PlayStation exclusive is a console seller, when usually what people are buying consoles for are stuff like GTA, NBA, Call of Duty, Battlefield, stuff like Cyberpunk. That's what Witcher. Those games that are more mass applicable. That's what people really want to play. Now, PlayStation does a great job of snagging exclusives and grabbing certain advantages for sure. But like, again, when you get that powerful of a console with that large of a potential library of games, and you say there's like no reason to own it, I don't understand that. Because it's you gotta change your perspective. If you're locked in thinking the console is only as good as the game that's exclusive to it, then I kind of feel like you're missing a bit of the point. Because a console is graphics, a console is services, a console is convenience, a console is compatibility. And if you're like, for instance, a PC gamer, an Xbox is a nice companion to that, because if you get like Game Pass Ultimate, for instance, like I do, I now have access to over 100 games on my Xbox and my PC. I have stuff like Final Fantasy 15 and MCC on PC just for paying $5 extra more than gold a month. Like, it's not bad. Well, that's fine, Dalton. You might not need that. But some people would rather play... Most people play multiplats. Sorry, multiplats sell the best. Multiplats do the best. And so, like, people are going to want to go where they're popular, man. How did you like the new Avengers game? It's fun. I like it. I have a bad taste right now, though, because for some reason, despite it... I don't know. I'll talk about it soon. Like, I don't know why you would that, Dalton, because, like, for me, if I buy multiplats, which I do, if I'm buying Call of Duty, if I'm buying Red Dead, then I want it to run and look and load the best, and it's like, so, I don't know. Xbox works in that case. And I have, like, you know, it's just, you know, the library is so much bigger. There's so much more variety on Xbox at this point, just because you have so many generations of gaming. You don't have the greatest variety in exclusives, and I do fault Microsoft for that. I totally do, but how dare you? Your favorite game is not a small indie gamery. Yeah, like, that's the thing is, like, I like my PlayStation, I like my Nintendo, I guess it's my girlfriend's Switch, we share it, but, I like the Nintendo Switch, I like my PlayStation, I hate Nintendo, and I hate Sony. I hate a lot of their business practices. They make a solid product, they have some fun games, and those games are worth my money, but I try not to support them too much because they are sort of holding people back in a lot of ways. But, yeah, most people buy AAA multiplats, dude. Like, that's just sort of the long and short of that. And when people hear that they run the best on the Series X, like, I don't really care about Horizon Zero Dawn. I play Call of Duty, so I'm going to get a Series X so I can play the best version, the best console version of Call of Duty. 2 different consoles? I mean, yeah. I didn't really see the point in it either. Except for the fact that, like for multiplats, all of my multiplats run better on one platform, but this console has exclusives. There's only 2, I only have 3 multiplats on my PlayStation. That's Dragon Quest XI, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Death Stranding, and only 2 of those came to PC recently. But, like, I have, like, 300 games on my Xbox, and I want to upgrade that library. You know? I don't see the reason of limiting yourself either. There's some experiences that you can get on Xbox you can't really get, and they might not be exclusive titles, and that sucks, but like I'm happy that I'm going to be playing Cyberpunk on a Series X, not a PS5. That's not to throw shade at PlayStation. That's not to throw shade at PlayStation, but it's like but that's what I'm excited about. I think games like Cyberpunk, I think games like Cold War, they're going to be better on my console than your console if you're buying a PS5. Is there anything wrong with that? No, that's where the Xbox's selling point is. It has the power. Now, the PlayStation, though, is going to get a Spider-Man game that I'm very interested in that I can't play on my Xbox. So once the summer rolls around, I'm pretty sure once summer rolls around, we're going to have a nice variety of games. Sorry, my webcam wasn't on. We're going to have a nice variety of games on the PS5 comes summer. By that time, it'll be worth it for me to buy. But I'm not going to spend like $400, $500 to play Spider-Man or the new Horizon. Especially when I'm not even sure what games are going to be backwards compatible on the PS5, whereas I know all of my shit that I'm playing now will work on the Series X, plus later games will look even better. But it's not just graphics. Loading times are important. Frame rates are important. And the thing is, the Series X doesn't have the fastest SSD in the world, but it has a better processor. So that's nice that their SSD on the PS5 is faster. But if the processor's slower, I feel like there's going to be a potential bottleneck. We'll have to see. Digital Foundry will get their hands on it. They'll tinker with it, and I'll look forward to watching. Why are you shaking? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not that I'm shaking. It's like my leg. I just bounce my leg when I'm talking sometimes. So it's my legs bounce. I'm not a fucking meth addict. I'm just bouncing my leg. Also, I'm running off of caffeine only right now. So. Do you have ADHD? No. I have dumb bitch syndrome. I do have dumb bitch syndrome where I don't pay attention unless I'm interested. But I don't have ADHD. I think some people mix up the two. I have bad hair day because I literally woke up. I haven't brushed my hair. I haven't washed my I washed my hair yesterday. But I haven't put any water in my hair or anything. I literally woke up, went downstairs, scarfed coffee and cereal, and came up here. And I've just been sitting here now for 3 hours. I think I'm going to wrap the stream up. Looks like we have 125 people watching. So if all of you could donate 50 cents. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. But no, seriously though, this was fun. Let's talk about Cold War here, because I guess that is why I'm streaming this. When it comes to Cold War, I don't like their kill streak system. I think it's unnecessarily complicated. I think that they could definitely have not done that, but I'll have to see it and feel it in action during the beta. The beta is what's going to sort of confirm that for me if I like that system or not. It's going to really depend on that. I also have to see how it runs, how it feels, what the guns feel like to aim and shoot, because it could be drastically disappointing. I don't know. it looks like, I'm looking at the gameplay here, like, it looks snappy, right? Like, it looks fun. Like, it looks like Call of Duty. Like, and I knew that it would, and I'm glad that it does. And I'm glad that this multiplayer reveal isn't getting caught up with stuff like Ground War. It's not getting caught up with stuff like Gunfight or Warzone. It gives me that vibe. It gives me this vibe that they're creating a more definitive or distinct experience instead of creating a bunch of random experiences. Do you have iridocyclitis? Yeah, and don't worry, guys. I will be getting the beta for PlayStation as well, so I can get content out for you guys about the game sooner. So I'm going to be playing it on both One X and PS4 Pro during the beta, and then when the game comes out, I'll be playing it on the Series X. But I'm really glad that this game feels, I will say the game feels more distinct. It feels like they're more focused this time around than Modern Warfare was. Modern Warfare had its hands in so many different pies, with, but again, like between Warzone, Gunfight, Ground War, and everything, where this is like, there's 6v6 multiplayer, there's 12v12 multiplayer, you know, and I like that, like, they have unique maps that they look like they play differently. These aren't like traditional 3-lane, they're not all raid from Black Ops 2, you know what I mean? Like, they actually have a bit of variety going on here that I'm kind of excited about. And I'm kind of glad that, like, something is filling the shoes of Battlefield, because Battlefield sure as hell isn't filling the shoes of Battlefield. I don't like that he couldn't hop up on that trash can. That's sort of disheartening to me. I kind of want some more, like, clambering areas, but whatever. I don't know why people... I don't get people with Modern Warfare. How is double sprint a problem? I don't know. I kind of miss it. And this game technically has a form of it. Your initial momentum is faster than the rest of your sprint. I actually really liked tactical sprinting because it was a nice thing to time it and get to an objective a bit faster. I have a feeling this game is going to it's going to sick more than God of War. I don't know what that means, but thank you, Mark, for the $2. But yeah, but I'm glad that this game has like some vehicle play, but then like this map doesn't. This map is like classic COD. It's kind of a messy map with interiors and exteriors, no vehicles, just, you know, playing the objective. And yes, there is a classic minimap. The red dots do show up on the map when firing an unsuppressed weapon. You can, it's hard to see, I know, because the resolution is balls, but it is a thing. Because that's the thing is like, I'm glad there's no specialist abilities. I'm happy about that. I'm glad that field upgrades are coming back. I'm glad that Gunsmith is coming back. I'm glad that the maps feel like they have variety. I'm not into what they're doing with score streaks. I'll have to see how that plays. I'm not. Oh, they're playing Control. Fuck me. I like that. That's cool. But I'm not into that. I'm not into what they're doing there. I like that, like I like that the War Machine's a kill streak, but it also is something that doesn't reset on death, so it sort of doesn't feel quite as. But I'm excited for like playing this. I like the animations. I like that, like, one of the things I'm liking. So here's like a really little thing about the game. Is that it looks like your character's like left hand moves sort of in spite of the gun. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see it here. It's weird. Like, it looks a little bit more natural than even Modern Warfare did. Modern Warfare did great animations, but this actually looks, it's hard to describe what I'm talking about. But the arms, like the character's arms seem to move sort of more naturally. There's some good animations there that I'm actually quite a fan of. And then some things are like really snappy, Call of Duty-esque, like throwing a grenade is just sort of snap, just there it goes. I don't know, there's weird things about it. Like I like how natural it is. I also like how snappy it is. I like the way the guns look, personally. I like that they're clean, but they do have detail that is sort of hard to tell with this resolution. This map looks beautiful. I love the lighting on it. It's very nice. Out of 10, if I'm going to give you guys my initial out of 10 impression of Drifter's haircut, I'm going to say that I thought people could make fun of my hair, but my God, Drifter, you need to fix that shit. But no, like, if I have to, okay, so if I'm reviewing this, right? If I'm reviewing this 10 out of 10, I'm so far going to give it a 5. Now, my scale rating, like the same one I use for I Need a Weapon, is 1 is awful, miserable. 10 is fantastic. I don't see any problems with. 5 is like what I expect, no more, no less. Anything above 5 is like above my initial like expectation. This is COD in its truest form. It is Call of Duty. You know, you do the aimy, shooty, rooty, tooty. It works. You know, Drifter slides, he jumps, he lands where I think he's going to land when he jumps. He sprints, he halts the sprint, he slides, he's watching this area, he gets the round win. It's Call of Duty. I really hope the M60 sounds good. It just works, yeah. It's sort of like one of those things where it's just like, this is what I expect from a COD game. So here's Scump. You know, the mantling looks kind of cool. I like that it's sort of a little bit more dramatic. It's not as like snap. It's like more of like a, you know, you kind of throw yourself. I like the time to kill looks longer than Modern Warfare, but still pretty fast. I do think the sliding needs to be tweaked. That'll be in my 5 things I dislike. So I'll probably say like sliding, score streaks are things I dislike. Visibility looks like it could be a problem on some of these maps, especially when they try to get all like pretty. I feel like when I play this game and it's like has like, oh, it's ray tracing and it's 4K and it's 60 FPS, it's so good, and it's so pretty, and then like I feel like they're gonna try to do weird shit with shadows and shading, and it's gonna be hard to see people again. Like in this room right here that he's in, I feel like somebody could just like stand up against the wall, and by the time I notice the red name above their head, it's gonna be too late. And that happens in Modern Warfare for me sometimes. If somebody's just holding still, I won't notice them. 16 times the detail. But yeah, it's kind of like a Black Ops 1. It kind of reminds me of World War II, Black Ops 1, and Modern Warfare. But again, comparison shopping is pretty stupid. Like, it's, at least for me, I'm not going to focus that on when I do my videos, I'm not going to like focus on like what it sort of looks like when comparing to other things. I wish Noisy Buzzers would play with me. I wish Prestigious Key and Ace would play with me too. 16 times the ray tracing. Because that's the thing, is like the the M60 looks ported out of CSGO. Well, it's an M16. It's gonna look like an M16. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it gives me Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1 vibes, but that's because Modern Warfare had like a really pretty engine and like photogrammetry and stuff. And this game apparently does the same thing. I didn't know it had photogrammetry. The game looks a little doughy for it to be that, but I don't know. It's their art style's different, you know. They go for something a little bit more soft and bubbly, whereas Modern Warfare was going for more like gritty and kind of flat, a little bit more photorealistic. Oh, poor Marco. I do kind of wish there was more scopes and sights as well. I do actually really like how many scopes and sights are in Modern Warfare, just for the pure like variety and playing around factor. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's almost more cartoony. It's more soft. The textures and everything, they don't quite they're not as sharp. It's sort of like the Frostbite engine in that sense. It's crazy how many female streamers have perfected that sitting position. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. How do you play a game on PC? Oh my god, with your, like, how boys help. With your oh god, sorry, I gotta show off my sexy knee. Yeah, let me just, am I sexy yet? What is that? How do girls do it? That looks ridiculous. I only ever see female streamers doing. How is she sitting there like that? How do you do that? How do you do that? The fucking what is this? I'll pay you to. You're gonna have to, Marco. What is this position? What is this position? How? She might be really small, but it's still like but I only ever see girls do it. Like it's got like they got like the knee showing, and it's just like here I am playing my video game, and like they're like the camera's like 1,000 years away and zoomed. It's so weird. How do you do that? Maybe she. Oh, her chair might have a footrest. That also could be a thing. That might be what it is. No fetish shaming. Why is it your what? Why are we saying why? Okay, don't throw the word fetish into it. I'm not harassing her. I'm just saying I don't get the pose. I don't get how women be sitting like that. Oh, there's communist propaganda. I don't like that there's a hammer and sickle in this map, but COD World War II can have swastikas. If it's not comparable to you, then unsubscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5. New desk. Oh, I have a desk that I'm gonna be building. I have the wood and the frame in the garage. It's just sort of hard to put together. Oh, leg fetishists. Oh my. So, like, again, if they're... How is Activision okay with hammer and sickle but not swastika? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Fucking Jesus. Bad, Marco. So, yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, no, yeah, it's a 5. It looks like Call of Duty. I'm going to have to see weapon balance. I'm going to have to see spawns. I want to see how maps play. I want to see time to kill. I want to see visibility. I want to see, well, I want to see a 6th member in our group before this game comes out. But, yeah. Our game, and it's free. Nothing is free, comrade. Paid with the lives of your brothers and sisters. Communism is epic. Yeah, communism. It's like sharing with a body count. Anyway, see when I see you guys. It's been a lot of fun. I have enjoyed streaming this. This has been good. They're just gonna keep running matches. Any new information I'll cover in videos later on. I'm gonna record a video for later, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna record a video about the 5 things I liked and didn't like about this reveal. I'm gonna sort of like process this and watch some reviews and stuff, or not watch reviews, but watch some videos and get some more information. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to Nico, Marco, Scotty Man, Douglas Armstrong, Red Samurai, and Fuzzy Nuts for donating. I never expect donations when I do a reaction stream, so I am so fucking blessed that you guys felt the need to do that. I really appreciate you, dude. So thank you guys so much, and let's hope this is a fun year of Call of Duty, right? Let's hope for a fun year of COD. I don't know. I'm optimistic, but I am skeptical. Fuck communism.